Welcome to Preecaaap UFC 316. Yeah, this is a good one. The rematch between the Machine, Davashvili, taking on Sugar O'Malley, Sugar Sean O'Malley, and Rob Davashvili 2. It is what it is. Man, I look through this card, mostly bunch of favorites I'm on, but there's a couple sneaky potential underdogs we'll discuss when we get to those spots. But yeah, overall, I don't like the chalk, man. A lot of chalk on this card, a lot of chalky picks, not a lot of room to play with. I'm looking at it right now, and there's a lot of big chalky picks here. So, what do you think of this card? If you were to give this like a school grade, what would you give it? This pay-per-view.
First of all, man, I'm happy to be here with you guys in the chat. Totally looking forward to the card. Missing Dave right now, you know.
Yeah, Dave. Okay, first his job. He works for a company that pumps concrete. Their pump truck got messed up today. He sent us a picture, and I feel bad for the dude. That pump truck's beyond recoverable. I don't think. It's totaled, right? So he's got to deal with that. And also, supposedly, he's having a Edmonton Oilers watch party. And what are they? They're up like 3-2 last time I checked against Florida. But that's why Dave can't make it tonight. He asked, he got the emergency at work, had to work late. And then by the time he got home, there's the Florida versus Edmonton NHL watch party. So we're just we did start this a little bit early, but we're gonna just because I had it set for 10 o'clock, but you know what, we're sitting around bullshitting anyway, so we decided why not just start. Dave's not going to join us, and that's that. So back to the question, what was your grade for this?
Oh yeah, I'm happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to this card. Let's just dive in. Let's get to it.
Okay, so grade of the incomplete, right?
That's right.
You didn't score it. All right, so
it's gonna be a B.
A B. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, I give it maybe B minus, maybe. But all right. So we've got. Let's share your tabs. All right. So open up the card. We have the first fight is Mikel Medeiros versus Mark Choinsky. Now, this, I believe, is the correct order according to Tapology. However, and according to the walkout. But let me share something else too. Because as I'm doing this, I'm gonna make like a full perfect card parlay with bets. So right here is the order on DraftKings Sportsbook, and look at this. The first fight, 6:15 p.m. tomorrow. They have the Quillen Salkild and Yanal Ashmuz, and then they don't have Markel Medeiros until 7:45. Whatever. I'm just gonna go with the Tapology because that fits with our walkouts or with our face-offs anyway. So we're just gonna go with that order. So let's get into it. Let's break this down. Starting with Markel Medeiros and Mark Choinsky. Now, let me talk about Mark Choinsky real quick. He was a Division III. Let me share this tab. A Division III All-American wrestler. He's coming in short notice for who dropped out of this? Let me see.
I can't remember, to be honest with you. I started researching this guy right here. I know a little bit about him. He wrestled out of University of Wisconsin. It's not the University. It's not the University of Wisconsin. It's like, its little sister or whatever. But whatever. He was a 3-year All-American.
Yeah, it's a preschool, but still, he was an All-American, right, for 3 years.
That's right.
Go ahead, keep going. I'm listening. I'm learning.
Well, he just transitioned right into Rufus Sport, and he has this like super solid like skill set in his background. And Medeiros can wrestle. I actually watched their fights, and they like fight similar. So Medeiros he couldn't out wrestle Hubbard last time, and he won a split decision. And like I said, Medeiros, I couldn't find anything on his background. Like I couldn't find if he like started jiu-jitsu at a young age. I know he's a brown belt now, is what I read, and maybe I don't know. He's got a couple of stripes since then, but he's jiu-jitsu is a strong suit. But you got a jiu-jitsu fighter, and you got him going against a wrestler, and
right.
I feel like the Chonsky, is that how you say it?
I don't know. Choinsky.
I feel like him, Choinsky. I feel like Choinsky has a better, deeper rooted skill set. And I feel like the line is wrong, So I could be wrong. Here's the thing: is what I saw in their fights, like Medeiros, he got hit by this guy named Ben Lugo. Who the fuck is Ben Lugo to hit Medeiros pretty clean and made Medeiros shoot and made him have to shoot first. And so he had to resort to wrestling. And I'm like, okay, well, you're not like too comfortable on the feet, or you just got caught. Because I'm just like, if you want to wrestle with Mark Choinsky, it might be a problem. And the fact that the lines, it's a little bit 2-1. So I'm not the only one. I kind of locked on the UFC tracker show. I saw that Kunith and Angelo from We Want Picks, both of those guys, they're pretty, I was like, okay, that made me feel better. It made me feel like not alone. And
look at Choinsky. Look at him. Look at his scramble. Look at
that's what I'm saying, bro.
That's what I'm saying too.
Yeah,
I like.
He's a hard worker, dude. He's a hard worker, and his fight skill is there, bro. Like he, why? I think he could beat Hubbard, not a split decision. And so let's see.
Beat Medeiros, but just to be fair, we will look at Medeiros' IG. But right there, this is a pretty good, impressive scramble and beat. Look, did you see how fast he was with his? Yeah, look at that. He's just attaching moves, flowing one after another. And it's instinct moves. You know what I mean? They're just because they're repetitive. They come natural. Like you got
8-0, bro. He's an 8-0.
I know. How can
and I don't want to glaze him too much because he was getting like hit in his fights. But the thing is Medeiros he hasn't looked to me to be very threatening. He could make me feel.
He is the champ of Anthony Pettis regional scene or whatever. Anthony Pettis's fight scene there.
It's to me, it's no matter what though. At the end of the day, it's worth it to take the value in this fight.
Yeah, Anthony Pettis Fight Club. There it is, Anthony Pettis FC. He's the champ right here.
So he's the hometown boy, right? Because Anthony Pettis isn't Anthony Pettis from New Jersey or like that area?
No, I think he's down from Louisiana or Florida or something.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Where's Chonsky? You say he went to
Wisconsin. Yeah.
Oh, this is a Rufus sport. This is Milwaukee. Yeah. He's out Midwest. So Anthony Pettis must be out there as well.
That's right.
Oh,
that's
about time. Thank you, Crystal. About time. Where you been? What time is it? Oh, it's not even official show time. We said 10 o'clock. We did start early, so bad on us. Chonsky needs one takedown to get a sub. I believe that, or to dominate every round. That's why I believe that. But just to be fair, we're gonna have to look at
I don't know about that. We'll see if he can hold him down.
We're gonna look at his opponent, his Instagram, because I'm telling you that right here, this shit. Share this tab. This is pretty impressive. This scramble, the quick scramble, the flowing moves, combo moves one after another without even having to think. It's just natural. Just comes like that. See how fast and the spins and right into a guillotine. I love it. I like it. And he was a decorated D3 All-American, like for how many years in a row? 3, whatever. Mm-hmm. Look, will there be Anthony Smith fight? I don't. That would be great. Anthony Smith. Called Lions Den or something.
To be honest with you,
all right, invite. I'm gonna put it right on here because nobody else. You can be in the back room. I'll just invite you in. Copy. And paste.
To be honest with you, I feel like Medeiros has to KO him. I can't see this fight being Medeiros dominating this dude
Medeiros
right here.
Was thick. AIDS. Here we go. Medeiros. All right, let's look
He
at
didn't look. He looked fine.
let's look at Medeiros for real.
He didn't
For
look
real.
bad. The only one he didn't look, dude. You know who looked bad was Macy Barber. You know what I mean? I don't see really too much of that today.
Yeah, that's another thing. Isn't Medeiros? That's what it was. Medeiros was supposed to fight last week and it fell out, right? Yes, he was supposed to fight last week. Markel Medeiros was supposed to. I got it right here. He was supposed to fight Belagioki, and it canceled. Remember?
That's right. Yes.
So that's why. So you got to consider now with that, he's got to make weight 2 weeks in a row.
But did he have to make? Did he walk on the scale? I don't. Did he actually?
Yeah,
he didn't.
Got to weigh in again. You got to wait.
No, because Belagioki fought somebody else, right, to replace Medeiros. So he didn't have to.
Still got to weigh in today. He had to weigh in last week.
He didn't have to weigh in last week. Did he weigh? What I'm saying is, I don't think he weighed in last week.
What happened last week? How did it fall out?
Because Oki fought, right? Oki fought somebody else. So that person who he fought.
Why did Medeiros fall out then? Anyway, it doesn't matter. He had to make weight 2 weeks in a row. Is it because he had a bad weight thing? All right. Anyway,
no, here's Oki fought, right?
Here's Medeiros, and you know what? Boring. He is. We're going to show the face-offs, but he is the bigger. Hey, what's up, MMA Jesus? Look at you got no light on.
Damn.
There you are. There you are. Welcome, buddy. So
how we doing, guys?
Do you remember what happened last week with Belagioki and Medeiros? Do you remember why this didn't happen?
It was a boring fight. I can't. It was so boring. I don't even remember who Oki fought. He won barely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up. Anyway, we were looking. I'm liking the newcomer underdog Mark Chonsky. He's never lost, and I'm just not impressed with Mark Medeiros. Check out his Instagram or I'm saying his Tapology real quick. And see where it said on Factory X. I don't think that's true anymore because just on his Instagram right there, it showed MMA Lab in the background, and that would make sense. Right here's MMA Lab, and this is 4 weeks ago, and it makes sense because Sean O'Malley's MMA Lab, and he's on this card, and so is someone else on this card from MMA
Mario
Lab.
Bautista.
Yeah, Bautista too. So I think Markel Medeiros came in with Mobb Deep with his crew from MMA Lab, to New Jersey. So okay, Capper compares to Castigash. Medeiros was sick. He postponed last week. Thank you, Crystal. I should have just looked at the chat. Anyway, he literally looked bad at the
How
way.
Was he sick though? How was he sick though?
AIDS.
Well, then we better not pick him.
Right here, no. AIDS. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go with the underdog anyway. But on paper, Medeiros is better only because he's got a decent record. Let's look at this real quick. Okay, he beat Austin Hubbard, Landon Quinones. Look at all these greens. He hasn't seen an L since way back in 2022 against Santiago Guzman. Split decision. That was Fury FC. I'm just saying he's on a streak, but who's he really beat besides Austin Hubbard? Really, But who's Mark Chonsky beat? Nobody. So that's the dice you got to roll. But I'm going to go with the wrestler. I'm going to go with the D3 All-American for 3 years in a row from Wisconsin, wrestler and Mark Chonsky at plus 142. I'm going to put that right in on my perfect parlay bet. Chonsky, you know what? I'm going to take him at plus 3.5. See that, boys? So Chonsky at plus 3.5 points. All he's got to do is not get finished and win a round, and I think he's going to win outright, but I don't want to be greedy. This is a full card prediction. So what do you guys think about this fight? You with me or what?
Well, I'm with you. I'm with you. I said my piece about it. Kind of curious to see what the God himself has to say.
Well, there he is. Look at Chonsky right there. He looks kind of like Theo Vaughn, right? Tell me he doesn't.
I don't see it.
Theo Vaughn with his face, his nose and face. No, a little bit. Maybe it's just me, white people, you know. Anyway,
we all look alike.
There he is. Just like if I was to hide out, I go to Chinatown, right? There's me right behind Sean Shelby right there with the glasses. There's me with a polo shirt on, my glasses. All right, there's the Maderos, Markel Maderos, 10-1 is his record. Sizing up, he has got a little bit of
the boy's tall.
He's got a little bit of height, but girthy. Look at, I think, like Mark Choinsky. He's built like a wrestler, built like a 155-pound wrestler. You know, I like it, like a little rugged little pit bull. Anyway, so what are you guys thinking? What's your final thoughts?
That's on the God.
You don't want to go first?
No, I'm on Choinsky. Like I was talking about it. We were kind of going back and forth for a little bit, and if to make it official, I'm on the wrestler, Choinsky.
I just haven't seen enough from this guy making his debut. I think it's a good test for him. Maybe the line's a little bit too wide on Medeiros, but I think Medeiros, his boxing is really good, in my opinion. I like Medeiros. So I was actually going to pick Medeiros against Oki. So I'm going to go Medeiros.
All right. I don't fault you on that. New guy jitters, but I'm just going with I need a underdog, and going through this card, it's hard to find a couple. So this one's kind of a close one. You know what I'm saying?
I got two underdogs this card.
How many?
2.
Perfect.
13 fight card.
On the same
Not
page.
bad. Not bad. That's brave. 2. I think I got like 3. So here's one.
Last card, I took almost all dogs and I got cleaned out.
I know you got one right. I saw that you got
we
one
talked
right.
About that.
Apology. I loved it.
Hey, we just wanted to see how you were doing.
But
I didn't want to.
We weren't going to say nothing. You brought it up.
Dusko, in my opinion, did win that fight.
Yeah, I thought so too. He got robbed.
Yeah, me as well. All right. Moving on. Next, we have Quinlan Sal killed, taking on Yanal Ashmuz. Now, I've already beat up his name and called him anal ass mouth a billion times, but that's not cool, man. So I can't do that anymore. Yanal Ashmuz is the underdog here. Sizable underdog. Let me share this Tapology screen. Jesus. Present.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I'm on my mark. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
Sorry, guys. I'm making a little bit of grub, and I just had to grab a beer.
No problem. I got to get up here for a second, too. Got to do what you got to do. Cheers, my brothers.
All right. Quillen Sal killed Yanal Ashmuz.
Yanal Ashmuz too.
Oh, yeah.
The Red Fox is the Israeli fighter with a record of 8-1. His only one loss was to Chris Duncan in his UFC second fight. His first premiere was against Sam Patterson, where he knocked him out, coming looking awesome. Then he ran to Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan's not bad, dude. 10-1 at that time. No. I think he's now 10-2, right? Didn't he lose since then?
Yes,
he did. And then
Chris Duncan. I don't think so. I think he's been winning. He's been winning me money. This Chris Duncan, as an underdog.
Duncan's lost twice, like recently. I'm not gonna pull it up. You can pull it up if you want. You can. I mean, I could be wrong. But then Yano came back with a bounce back over Trevor Peak. That's that Alabama kid, right? He's got a really southern twang, and he's really just a trailer park slugger. But anyway, he's taking on Quinlan Salkild. Now, this guy's the heavy favorite, minus 500. Actually, it's minus 470 legit on DraftKings. But he's coming off a win over Anshul Jubilee. That's an Indian fighter who's not good. Isn't he like the glass tiger or something? That's what he should be, Anshul Jubilee. Before that, he was on Contender Series going against Gage Young. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's look at this guy, Quinlan Salkild. 8-1. All right. I'm not buying it. He's Australian. I wish Kiwi was in here, but all right. So he beats this guy, Anshul Jubilee, who's 7-1, but Anshul Jubilee is the king of lions. I knew it was something with lions. And where's he from? That's right, India, who's not known for their fighters. Anshul Jubilee is not good. All right. So you can't take that Quinlan Salkild win against his UFC fight of the night too. UFC debut performance of the night against Anshul Jubilee. Who gives a shit? On Contender Series, Gage Young 8-1. This guy G Money, what happened to him? Nothing. Where's he now? Still over in Missouri. You know him? MMA Jesus?
No, I don't.
Just playing. He's from Missouri. You must know him. Gage
You never
Young.
know.
You don't know. But anyway, regardless, I don't know why Quinlan Salkild is such a huge favorite against this dude, against my boy, Ash Moose. So I mean, I don't. Do you? I'm right now.
You're gonna be like me last week, aren't you?
Hey, let's keep it, because the bad juju will come in and it'll screw everybody up. Let's just be positive in this pick. And if they're all underdogs, then you never know. We could be number 3.
Salkild is the 70s porn star reborn. Gerald would know. Gerald's been seeing a lot of them. And he does look like that with the mustache. I think I've seen a VHS porn movie with him in it.
Oh yeah.
It was about
That's
genie.
why I gotta pick him, bro.
Grant wishes. He grew an extra wiener. Yeah, it was like the first one I saw when I was like 12. My dad's VHS porn. And it was a genie. The guy's like, I want to be the biggest stud in town. And he grew an extra dick and they named it Leroy. Anyway, Quinlan Salkild looks like that guy. So he is size. Look, he does got a giant height advantage. Let's check it out on Tapology real quick. It is according to Tapology 5'9" for Ash Moose and 6 foot for Salkild, so 3-inch, and then the reach 68 inches for Ash Moose, 75 inches reach for Quinlan Salkild. So if he keeps outside and does that point fighting, where he can just tag for, hopeful anal ash mouse. Hopefully he knows a little bit of, wrestling.
That's a hell of a size difference, though. I'll tell you that.
No, that's the thing. If he stays striking, that's why I got to go with Quinlan Salkild. He's got the reach. It's just a 6-inch reach advantage is hard to overcome, no matter who you are. Especially if, they want him to win he's mostly winning by TKO. He does have 2 wins by submission, 4 by TKO. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not sharing the right tab. This is Ash Moose. All right, Yanel Ash Moose, Danny Hazen Academy. Where's that? Is that in New Jersey? No, it's in Israel. Anyway, all right, Ash Moose. Look, he's got 4 wins by TKO, 2 by submission, 2 by decision. His only loss by decision has never been finished. There's Chris Duncan, unanimous decision. Everybody else, Patterson. I'm looking for. Yeah, this is one of those fights. I don't know why Quinlan Salkild is such a. I do know why. His reach and height. You guys got to push me over the fence though, and make me want to choose Salkild. What do you think?
Okay. So I just want to say my plan for this card to attack this card is to
Yeah.
put 2 team parlays together that are underdogs, and I don't think I'm gonna put Ash Moose and Troy Ski. I don't think I'm gonna put those guys together, but I think I'll have them separately. And then that's how I'm thinking. I just want the chat to know how I think and how I bet. So that's what I'm thinking so far. But I am gonna pick Ashmoose because I seen Quinlan taken down by some guy named Dom or something like that, and on the eternal MMA scene, and he was held down for a good amount of time. He is like squirmy off his back. That's what she said. But I don't think that he could squirm away from Yanal if Yanal takes him and gets him there. And dude is kind of dangerous.
That is okay. Crystal did say he is. I thought he was from New Jersey.
And I just want to say
home fight.
Shout out to Crystal, bro, because he got me back. I also wanted to make the point, and I think that Yanal is from a more legitimate camp. I think I'm pretty sure. If I'd have to say yes, right? Because he's been training with better people. And so, what happens if this fight gets out of the first round? Like, what then? What's it gonna look like then? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I got Ashmus. I hope I made some decent points. That's my.
I think you're swaying me. Now we just got to listen to what MMA Jesus, what he has to say.
I think you guys are tripping on the first 2 picks.
I knew it was gonna come like that. I knew it was gonna come out like that.
I'm the voice of reason tonight.
After your hard lesson last week.
Okay.
I mean, again, I agree the line is too wide. I mean, this is a fist fight, guys. Anything can happen, It is too wide for Salkill. Salkill is a young kid, kind of unproven. But I think his skills, I think Salkill has been training at City Kickboxing or around there. I'm not for sure. But I think he's training with some tough competition. Now he's got the power. He's a beast, but I think Salkid's got there's levels, and I think Salkid's better on the ground. I think Salkid will take him down and dominate.
Look at that shit. Look at Ashmouse right here. Backflip on his feet. Does a drag step and a look at that gymnastics shit. You think Salkill can do that? Nope. Come on. Really? Nope.
Right.
I'm sold. I'm taking another dog here. Oh. Yeah. And I'll show you right here. Ooh, Ashmoose plus, and he's still plus money at +3.5. I got to do it. So there you go. See that? Yanal Ashmoose +3.5 points at +130. All he's got to do is not get finished. And here's another one where I think he's going to upset and win. Look at that +360 if I was greedy or brave. But I'm neither greedy nor brave. Not on this one. All right. So moving on. Next. Moving up the card. Oh, what's our final answers? They are MMA Jesus, you're on Salkild, and Real Fight Picks and Ranj are both on the big plus money on Yanal, Anal, Ash.
I'm sorry, I'm on mute. He's a Jewish Muslim.
I love it. I love Jewish Muslims. They're my favorite people. Any moving on.
That's hella funny, bro. Oh god. Oh shit.
All right. Where we are with chat anyway. Zero chance watching one. Bow better. The Jesus man. 500 dogs. Each Marab and each Sean card. Don't be a puss. Quinlan has 0 takedown defense. That's what I'm saying. This is a shitty kickboxing. Those guys don't know how to how to
Yeah,
wrestle.
Thank you, Crystal.
They don't. Went for
Crystal,
22 takedowns.
I don't know. I think Quinlan showed that he's better on the ground.
Yeah, he could squirm. He's kind of squirmy under there. He might be able to get back up to his feet. But I like the
I'll
fact
tell
that
you why about better when we get to that, if you're going to still be around. Yeah, Sean O'Malley might have been spending the last 9 months defending takedowns, but how about who did Merab just beat? The Omar
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, he's been doing it his whole life, defending takedowns, his entire life, and he still couldn't stop Merab. You think 9 months of Sugar Shane O'Malley is gonna? But we'll get to that when we get to that.
The champion fight. That's what they
exactly.
call it.
I don't want to. I just spoiled our. Now people are going to stop watching right before we cover the main event. They already know the answers. Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding. Ashmuth isn't Jewish. He's just from Israel. I know.
That's
I was
what I
just
meant.
joking. Israeli Muslim. It's jokes spelled better. Just jokes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I got it. It sucks when you have to explain everything's jokes.
No, I want to know. You know what I mean? I want to know. I'm a better, smarter guy now.
Flag and Tapology photo too. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what he is. He's gonna win. That's what he is. He's a wrestler that's gonna win. That's what he is. Moving on. Next we have the fight between Korean prospect Ju Sang-yu, stupid chalky line, going against Jekka Saregi. Jekka Saregi is he's been in the UFC before, took that loss to Weston Wilson, and he had a win over Lucas Alexander. His debut was against, there he is, Anshul Jubilee, that glass tiger, the Indian fighter. And from that, before he was from Road to UFC for the Indonesian fighter Jekka Saregi. I think he sucks. Anyway, he's taking on this hot prospect, Ju Sang-yu. This kid, I've heard, he's undefeated. I didn't say it, but I've heard he's been compared to as the Korean Sugar Sean O'Malley, the way he fights. He's lengthy. He's picks his opponents from the outside, points fights, but he's always on target with his punches. What I don't like is, actually, no, they got a little Brave CF in here, but I thought he was a Road to FC guy. He is up in age, but so is Jekka Saregi. I think they're the same age. But I want to see this guy, what's his name? Ju Sang-yu, his Instagram. So here's his Instagram, Team U. And I heard he's got slick jiu-jitsu too on the ground. He's got nice striking. And if it does go to the ground, he got slick jiu-jitsu. I mean, you can't tell anything from Team U when hitting pads, but and I'll be honest with you, I have not seen any of his tape, any of his fights. So
did he come from Road to UFC?
I thought he did as well, but I was just looking, and no, if you look at his past fights, they were in ZFN, which is ZFN Heat, AFC, Brave, which I like. ZFN, what the hell is this?
Is that the Korean Zombies League or something?
Oh, it is.
AFC is good.
Thank you. That's right, Korean Zombies League.
Bro,
that's right, because I heard.
This guy was on looking for a fight, bro.
I heard from Bookie Beatdown that he is in the same training camp with Korean Zombie, so it makes sense that he would fight in the Korean Zombie Z Fight Night. That is Zombie Fight Night. That's definitely the Korean Zombies fight.
It is.
Right.
I should watch that if he is. The episode's on YouTube. I haven't watched it.
I watched it. It's really good.
Okay, Matt Serra is pretty funny. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I like him.
But yeah, there he is. He beat this guy 10-5. This Japanese fighter, Masuto Kawana. But I think he should definitely take out this guy. This what's his name? Jekka Saregi. Mm-hmm. Jekka Saregi. I think Jekka Saregi sucks. I never I picked him to lose against Anshel Jubilee. He and and that's horrible. And glass tie or no, I think I
Well,
picked him
losing
to
to
win.
Weston Wilson's pretty bad too.
Yeah, I think I picked him to beat Anshel Jubilee because that's how much I faded Indian fighters, but he came out and won Jekka Saragi. Let's see what they look in the face-offs. Why you guys can give your breakdowns on
I
it.
mean, I'm a better first, probably a fan second. And so I'm not even thinking about what I will do. I mean, if I really wanted to get deep into it, maybe I could find like a prop, and prop bet this or do a method of victory bet. But that just like bothers me sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know how it's going to play out. Maybe it goes under, and I don't know what those lines are.
He looks like he's got like the Down syndrome, Indonesian Down syndrome a little bit, right? Then look at because he's got that. I'm not knocking. I don't want to.
I haven't seen the first
Down syndrome. I'm not knocking Jekka Saragi
case of that yet.
What?
I haven't seen the first case of Indonesian Down syndrome, but it looks like he could be the first. So
they're doing something right.
I'm going to say this.
Yes, I did hear that about you too. Not you, but Ju.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
He's been boxing since he was a little kid. He started
but Jika has subs though, right? Jika has subs though. Like he has more than one. He has like 5. Here's the thing. This fight stresses me out, bro. Like I would have to think about like, okay, do I really want to take Jika? Because that's what I would automatically start thinking. I'm gonna think. I'm not gonna do nothing with was it Sang song? Was this song?
Indonesian.
Nice. Long story short, I'm gonna take the Korean guy because I don't trust Jika. It's like a game of whack-a-mole with Jika. Every time I bet with him, I lose. Every time I bet against him, I think I took him to beat, or I took Anshu Jubilee and Jika won, right? Knocked him out or something. Is that what happened?
What?
I just can't get Jika fights right, but I'm picking the Korean guy.
He lost to Anshel Jubilee. Jaka.
He lost to Jake? Okay.
Right. Yeah,
I can't get his fights.
Boom. Anshel Jubilee lost to him because
Who did he win though? Because I had the other guy.
Lucas Alexander.
I had Lucas Alexander, and I think he was a favorite.
Lucas Alexander sucks too.
Almost. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, baby, go, mommy.
But yeah, I'm taking Ju Sang. Ju Sang you. Ju Sang you.
Kid keeps coming over here, but yeah, I was a little distracted, but I got you, or is that I got the Korean fellow.
I can't take. You know what though? I can't take at minus 535 is too damn chalky. So I'm gonna go with over 1.5. What do you think? Over or under?
Fuck no.
It'll be over.
No way.
It's gonna finish. You think it's gonna finish?
Bro, Jika, he's been KO. He got KO'd by Jubilee.
What round?
And he's gonna fight a boxer now?
What round was it?
No.
Did Jubilee beat him?
Good point. That's a great point, actually. That's a great point.
I don't even remember.
I do remember the bout better. I remember the Korean. He lost his life in the Olympics. There was somebody. I remember a Korean back when I was a kid. They got in boxing in the Olympics. Died in the ring. Something like that. Does you get the KO? I don't know. That's why I'm right now. I'm figuring out this.
It was round 2.
I got to figure out if it's going to be over or under 1.5 because I'm not taking minus.
It was past the 1.5 mark, but barely. It was at the 3:44 in the second round. So 90. I don't know, what is that? 40 seconds after or something.
Doubt Jaka is durable on the feet, but
fuck that.
Ground and pound can happen. He got TKO by Jubilee on the mat, not on the feet. Over under 1.5 is. Yeah, I see that it's right here, but I just don't know bam, or bam. I don't know. I can't pick them both. I can't pick over and under.
I like
Get
under.
0 ground
I
game.
like the under.
The under, I'm thinking maybe that too, because Jekka he does suck, and this guy wants to make an impression.
Well, doesn't you have like 7 first-round finishes or some shit?
Ju Sang Yu.
That's a good point. I didn't do too much diving into this because it's like I knew I wasn't going to do nothing with you, no matter what the stats or what his record.
You don't like you said you'll never bet Asian fighters, but here you're stuck. You have to pick one.
I think that's kind of honestly what it is in a way, because I thought he was a road to UFC.
Round 1, Matsuyuka Kwan. His last fight was round 1. He had a unanimous decision. Round 1, decision. See, he's going to decision a few times too. That's why it's hard to, such messy picking over-unders. But I'm definitely not picking Jekka anything, and I'm not going minus 500 for you either. So I'm going to just go with the under. If Jekka Saregi can get beat by Anshul Jubli, then you should be able to take care of an under round and a half. Moving on. Next, we've got UTEP. Okay, next we got fight between Ariana Lipski da Silva. She came in 6 pounds heavy, taking on everybody.
That's a big weight miss. Honestly, I think that's the biggest weight miss I've ever seen, and the fights still go on.
Yeah, you know what? I think because she knows she's about to get knocked out, so she's trying to gain some weight, so it's not going to finish her. She wants so she'll last a little longer. That's because from 6 pounds, how do you miss 6 pounds and still,
I'm surprised the fight's still on.
That's like she didn't even cut. She didn't cut weight, basically. Like, she just skipped that part.
And she's coming off back-to-back losses, Korean Silva and Yasmin Yazidovicius. Before that, she was on a streak, though. She was making a comeback. This is because she got married to her coach/husband, and she was streaking here, but then had that loss. Now she'll have 2 losses. Kong Wang, she had that 1 loss to Gabriela Fernandez because she got submitted. That was 6 months ago. Then she bounced back with a unanimous decision. But before that, remember, Victoria Leonardo, bam, was that like 1 punch, right? 1 punch knockout in that sucker in Victoria Leonardo fight. But minus 550, I don't think she should be that much of a favorite, but I still think she should minus 300 maybe. Look at all the Tapology community has 89% of them have Wang. Only 11 have Lipski da Silva. So
I'm kind of surprised by how many people think it's going to go to a decision.
Yeah, I think I got the Joker here. Kong Wang Kong tonight. I got her finishing her first round.
The Wang gang.
The Wang gang. Look at right there. There's that 6 pounds right there.
Yeah, look at her ass too.
A little pouch. Fat. I know. And she's not sucked out. She didn't even try to make weight. Look at her. She's smiling. She had cheeseburger for lunch some weigh-in day. She didn't give a shit. She wanted that extra weight because she knows she's gonna face a big knockout, and she figures she got a little bit more weight to her. She's gonna take a punch. She does have a fatter ass theory, though. She does definitely got fatter ass. Yeah, and here it is again. Here's that little dicky do. Her guts stick out further than my dicky do.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, look. That shit's corny. Wang Kong is so cringy with her shit. With this shit.
I kind of like it.
I know it's corny though. Just because I don't know. It's better than the gun. Before she was doing the gun thing, remember the pow? That shit was even dumb. Worse than this is better than the gun. She should have did with the come on with the hand though. She never did the come. That'd be like Bruce Lee did that, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, where we gotta stop smoking weed, gasoline. We're not to that fight yet. Okay, who hasn't knocked out Leonardo? Lipsky losing to wrestlers. That is true, and Wang Kong is definitely not a wrestler. Over under set at 2.5. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Weight bully, yeah, for sure. Cringe Wang. Always with the best nickname. Bro is a Timu Joker. I know. Who did it best was that Mark. Who's the dude? Mark Perez. Perez. He did the Joker face too, right?
Yeah.
Marcus.
Yeah, Perez. Huh?
Marcus.
Yeah,
Perez?
you're right.
Marcus Perez. Yeah. Wang has got some guns. She does have some good muscle tone there. Extremely cringe. At least she didn't pull out the guns like she did last time. Stupid.
Yeah, but that's what Weili Zhang does as well.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe it's a Chinese thing.
Or maybe she's trying to throw shade.
Well, no, Weili's nickname is Magnum.
I'm she's gonna get killed by it. I am sometimes, bud. Sometimes I have this little dyslexia. Gaslam's weight miss being more not his fight. This is what happens when we read chat every 10 minutes, have zero memory. You're right. And I do smoke weed. I should stop, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. You're not the boss of me. There you go. Thank you, Dev. Or I mean, MMA Jesus. My bad. All right. Anyway. So we're on the side of Wang. I want to see what kind of bet I can make, though. So we got Ariana De Silva at. I think Wang probably.
Cheers, fam.
Probably finish it, right? Over under is 2.5. I'm gonna take under 2.5. That's gonna be my pick.
For sure.
Under 2.5. I don't think Ariana De Silva. I think she's there just to collect. She's 6 pounds heavy. I think she's there just to collect a paycheck. That's why she didn't care about making weight. She doesn't. She knows she's going to get knocked out. She's padding herself for that knockout. Lock it in under 2.5. If you want, you can prop Kong Wang inside the distance. I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm not. I'm just going by for my perfect parlay, my perfect card parlay. I'm just going to use what's. I'm not opening any of these up.
Yeah, for the props.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing props for this. This is just a full card, perfect parlay. I will do over-unders, though, on chalky shit. Can't take chalk. You know?
Are you going to put like 50 cents on this?
Probably $5, $10. $10. Anyway, moving on. Next, we've got Chaos. Kaylin Williams taking on Andreas Gustafsson. He is not related to, who's the other one? Alexander Gustafsson? No relation there. Happens to be in Sweden.
They're both Swedish, though.
Yeah, in Sweden, Gustafsson is a very popular name, kind of like Smith is to the U.S. or Kong is to China. I just say he's a boom. Hold on. See that? See what the hell is this? Is like Viking runes and shit. This is borderline black magic shit right there. What is going on?
He's got some neo-Nazi stuff as well.
I saw that too. I didn't really check him out, but I saw when he'd like that. Oh, wait till Kaylin Williams comes in. Because he does have some suspicious tattoos on Gustafsson. For example, see that right there, the Maltese cross. Maltese cross, that is it's not. Some people associate that as to be like because the SS of the Nazis, when they used to use this on their armored tanks divisions and stuff, the Maltese cross, when it's so the people's, but it's not. It's like there's another word for it. It's not necessarily white supremacist, but it is, you know who else has
It's
that?
also
Benoit
like
Saint
a
Denis.
Celtic.
Yeah, Benoit Saint Denis got that shit too. But you know what's more crazy is the let's get back to just the back. The back is crazy. Look at right there. That shit's like right there. That's eerie. That's something. There's definitely meaning to that, and it's definitely symbolic. I don't know what the hell it's all going on there, but that's eerie to me. That's little conspiracy stuff right there.
It's like Viking scripture.
Yeah, Sweden. That's sweetest. They got, was that King Diamond? Isn't he from Sweden? You know King Diamond?
No.
Grandma. He's a satanic metal from the 80s.
Oh, I don't like him.
Me neither. High pitched scream, Grandma. You know that
They're
shit.
not that good.
But anyway, Kalen, I know he's not. Kalen Williams. Chaos Kalen Williams. All right, now here's the deal with these guys. Now, Kalen Williams got way better resume, way better experience, and is what's he 2-1 favorite. However, Kalen Williams can get caught. So let's look at this a little bit closer. All right. So Kalen Williams, the Ox fighter, Chaos. Kalen Williams coming off a loss to Gabriel Bonfim. Not bad though, Gabriel Bonfim. The Bonfim brothers are good, so they can't take a lot from that. He beat Carlston Harris. That's a good win. He beat Rolando Bedoya. However, Rolando Bedoya in that fight came in on like short notice, and it went to split decision. He came in as like a short notice super underdog. He had like a different color in his hair, like it was green or purple, or he had like a splash of a different color. I remember the fight. Okay, he lost to Randy Brown, and then he beat McGill. Anyway, Chaos Williams, his resume, I don't know. I didn't do the whole combined record of all his opponents, but it's way better than our boy Gustafson. Okay, let's see. Bedoya, split decision, Randy. Okay, Matt Semmelsberger, Matt the Semi, the Jedi. Michelle Pajera beat him 2020. Abdul Razak House. Look we can keep going down. Okay, right. Alex Morono, 2020 Performance of the Night win. That's when he started. That's his debut in the UFC, and since then he's been on a pretty good. You can't take too much bad from losing to Randy Brown or Michelle Pajera or Gabriel Bonfim. So, considering all that, he's made a name. Yeah, wasn't that Michelle Pajera?
That's not a good loss.
This is when he was on the streak, Michelle Pajera. This is when he was streaking. Remember, he
still not a good loss. Double-digit losses.
Now it's not, but look, this was in the mid. This is the beginning of that streak of green. Look, Andre Fialho, Nico Price, and Andre Petrol, all these guys. This is when he was streaking. So you can't. It's not a horrible loss.
Yeah, but they're all cans. They're just all not that good fighters, in my opinion.
Okay, well, to be fair, let's check out Andreas Gustafsson. Bane, that's his name.
Bane.
And he is, he's something about him, something cringe, like something dark about his tattoo and him. Okay, he's been trying to fight. Canceled.
Nobody wants to fight
Contender Series. I know why, because the tattoo. Contender Series, knees to the head. Pat Pitlick. That's Contender Series. Before that, look, he got beat by Jolton Luderbach in Brave.
See what that guy looks like.
let's see. Yeah, 37-10 is his record. Jolton Luderbach Peregrino. I think I've seen this. Oh, I've not seen this guy, but he's got 4 belts on him. Jesus,
not that bad.
Proud. No, Not that. It's not bad. Not bad. Joyton Luderbrock. He's a karate guy, Muay Thai, kickboxing. He does all sorts of fighting. Anyway, something crazy like that. But really, besides Joyton Luderbach, who are any of these other people? Mirko Jurkovic. No, it's not Mirko. It's Miro. That's the Timo version of Mirko.
I mean, I feel like
I don't know these dudes.
Yeah, I mean, it's lower level for sure, but I feel like Chaos isn't really fighting that great of people either. I mean, Chaos is in the UFC, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. And plus, last week when Andreas Gustafsson was supposed to fight, who was he supposed to fight? That fell through. So again, you have to consider back-to-back weight cuts. He's got to make weight last week, and then he does again this week.
Yeah, but if you look at him in the weigh-ins, he doesn't look bad at all. Honestly, in the weigh-ins, Chaos looked a little bit more drawn out than Gustafsson, in my opinion. Gustafsson has got that muscle. He's filled out, and he's pure muscle. I think Chaos is a little bit flabby.
Yeah, I see what you mean. He's got the definition. Let's kick this back just a little bit to right here. He look, he is cut and defined right there.
Pure muscle.
There's that crazy tattoo. But Chaos isn't. Yeah, I could see it's not as he just maintains his weight better, I think. Gustafsson might have had to dehydrate himself because it's his second time he had to make weight in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
they size up well. His fight
fell off before the night of the fight, so he didn't weigh in last week, did he?
Yeah, he weighed in.
Oh, he weighed in?
He did.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with the side of Chaos Williams reluctantly, but yeah, I don't think Andreas Gustafsson's ready to make this big step up. They should have gave him like a lower than Chaos Williams, somebody a little bit easier. I don't even, nothing comes to mind, but I think Chaos Williams is going to be too much for him. So that's my pick. Sounds like MMA Jesus is leaning Gustafsson. He hasn't completely said it, but what about you, Real Fight Picks? What are you going to do?
I share the same exact sentiment as you. You know, for what it's worth, I had Remy from Higher Learning against Trevin Giles, against Officer Trevin Giles. I had him beating Officer Trevin Giles.
And Remy from Higher Learning.
And then that fight fell out. And the UFC is determined to give him an African American.
Oh,
so
man.
Here's chaos. You know, Jeremiah Wells fell out.
Instagram is making me think not Chaos.
But
because look,
that whole weight cut stuff, it may not, you never know with certain people. Certain people are just have genetics like Merab. And this Gustafsson, I'm sure he's on some good. He doesn't really strike me as the type of guy that would do anything bad. So maybe he's not on the sauce, but he could be. And if he were, then maybe that could help him.
Do anything bad? He's got Satan shit on his back. Forever Inc.
Oh shit!
Do anything bad? He just sacrifices.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
Hey, just to break it to you, bro, they're all on sauce.
Nowadays, right?
Every single one of them is on.
It's looking weird. These guys are looking like droids.
I don't know about Azamat Mirzakhanov. We'll get into that later. He might not be.
Hey, you know what? I heard an interview. I don't remember who it was, and they said
Alex
that
Morono's probably not.
Juliana Pena.
What?
Juliana Pena said that it's so easy to get away with steroids now.
Yeah, because there's no USADA anymore, bro.
Oh, she looks shitty in the face-offs. We'll get to that too. Anyway, what's your final pick on this so we can get to those other discussions?
Chaos Williams.
And What are you gonna do?
You guys are wrong again, bro.
Oh, going against us every time. All
This
right,
is my first dog. This is my first underdog.
Andreas Gustafsson. Okay, all right. I mean, hey, it's a fight, so you never know. Moving on. Next up, we have the polar bear, Sergey Spivak, 17-5, taking on Waldo Cortez Acosta, the salsa boy. You know, Waldo Cortez Acosta used to be like a pitcher, like a baseball pitcher when
for the
he
Reds,
was,
I think, wasn't it?
You know, before he got what? He was like a prospect, pro prospect.
I think it was of the Cincinnati Reds, I think.
Was it? I can't confirm where or who for who, but I do know he was a pitcher. He can throw a ball. But can he throw? And he can throw punches too. But can he defend takedowns? That's the question when it comes here. Because Sergey Spivak is well rounded. You want to talk about resume comparisons? Sergey Spivak, 17-5. The polar bear, impressive. Let's look at the polar bear a little bit closer. Okay, it's true. Let me catch up. His bat tattoo, do not smoke weed in Norse. King Diamond is Danish. I don't really care. Whatever. He sucks. Danish. It's all right. Fuck you and anyone that doesn't like King Diamond. Okay. Gustafsson is brawler 2. Okay. Back to this fight. They're jumping all over. Okay.
You know, honestly though, I just want to say real quick, since to make about just because he brought it up, I wouldn't mind. I'm a hypocrite because I am picking Chaos Williams, but I could see myself taking one of those dudes like Yano and matching him up with Gustafsson just for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? Or the first guy, whoever was Daros Choinsky and Gustafsson.
Okay, back to this. Sergey Spivak, let's look at. He's coming off a loss to Jalton Almeida. Not a horrible loss. He beat Marcin Tybura. Awesome. He lost to Cyril Gaines. Cyril Gaines got a new movie on Netflix called KO. Haven't seen it. Heard good things, though. I'm going to watch it. And he does have a cameo in that Netflix series called La Cage. It's in French.
Is the other movie in French?
I'm going to binge watch La Cage. No, I watched one episode and I was like, fuck that. I'm not watching shit in French. I don't read subtitles. I don't like that shit. Anyway, but back to Sergey Spivak. Look at this. Performance of the night, arm triangle choke over the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. Awesome win. He beat Augusto Sakai. Augusto Sakai is he reminds me of kind of like a Waldo Cortez Acosta. Striker, doesn't have any really takedown defense. Okay. Right. He beat the football player, Greg Hardy. He lost to Tom Aspinall. No shame in that. He beat Alexei Olonik, Jared Vandera, who sucks. Carlos Felipe. He's another one that's similar to Augusto Sakai and Waldo Cortez Acosta. Okay. So I'm saying Sergey Spivak has seen all sorts of fighters. He's lost to only the best ones. He's beat some of the greatest. And now he's going against the salsa boy, Waldo Cortez Acosta, 13-1. And this guy, he's a fantastic boxer. He can throw punches. He's very good at it. He's beat Ryan Superman Spann. Robelis Despain. Robelis Despain was that guy who was hyped up Taekwondo Olympian, and his first fight, he was knocking people out in like 15, 17 seconds and shit. And then this guy, Waldo Cortez Acosta, like showed his holes in his game. This guy does not know how to defend a takedown at all. Okay. He beat old ass Andre Arlovsky, super old Andre Arlovsky too at that time. 2024, that's last year. What was he? Andre Arlovsky, was he 50? I mean, no, I'm being sarcastic, but really, what is he? 46? Pretty close enough. Close enough. Okay, so there's that. Then Lucas Bresky He sucks. He lost to Marcos Rogero de Lima. Okay. Before that, beat Chase Sherman. He's that a college football player from Georgia, I think, or something. Jared Vandera. Everybody beats that guy. And there's that Thomas the Train Peterson in LFA. I'm just saying, I got to go with the polar bear, Sergey Spivak. I think he's got more experience and knows how to get it to where he wants it. I'm saying Salsa Boy will be better at stand-up striking, but I don't think I think Sergey Spivak's smart enough, got the good enough fight IQ to take this down to the ground where he will. I'm not saying he's going to smite him, but I think he's going to get enough control time, maybe some ground pound damage while he's down there, or pressed up against the cage damage. I think Sergey Spivak's going to win a decision. That's my pick here. What are you guys thinking? You're on mute. You're muted.
Oh shit, dude! I told myself I would never do that again. Okay, I was on the fence until I heard your breakdown right now, bro. And I'm gonna go with Spivak. I was really on the fence about this, and I kind of like the fact that you pointed out that he's not good against like people with grappling, So this is gonna be a tough test for Waldo if he's able to stuff the takedown. I don't know. Waldo has some nice hands, you know what I mean? So then Spivak might be in a bit of trouble, but Spivak is pretty like different, you know what I mean? He couldn't out grapple Almeida, and I don't think Spivak does good against other grapplers, but I'm gonna have to go with Spivak in the experience, and I feel like he's somebody who's gonna go out there and fight for your money, and he's also, I believe, the dog. So I kind of like that. It's close enough. It's close enough for me to want to pick Spivak. I think he's the underdog. If not, he's my pick anyways. Sergey Spivak by sub.
No, Waldo is like plus 140.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna do a method of victory here. Just for fun, I think I'm gonna throw like $10 on Spivak by sub.
Yeah, I see a few submissions in this card.
Is this one of them?
But not this one. You guys are wrong again, man. Where's Waldo? I got a picture with Ocasio-Cortez. Man, this guy is a beast. Waldo, I think he's getting better and better. He just slept Superman span. Easy. I got to go Waldo.
Yeah, dang.
No, if it stays standard, Waldo will outscore him. But I think it's going to find its way to the ground.
Spivak, he's been hit a few times, and he doesn't like to get hit. So.
That's all right. I think he's going to go to the ground and start. Yeah. But I can see an argument for Waldo there, too.
Gotta go Waldo.
What's the age comparison here? Just real quick.
I think Waldo's a couple years older.
Now the tape.
I think one of my parlays is going to be like a couple of Devs picks. So like one of them is going to be Waldo.
Yeah, you're right. Just a couple of years older. 33.
Sorry, MMHs. But I seriously, I'll let you know if I do that.
14 or 14 pounds
if
heavier.
Cash, you better send me some of
14
I'll
pounds
shoot you
heavier.
Something on your like a super chat sticker. A good not no dollar, something like.
I don't know if I can get those, bro.
Oh, you're not monetized?
No, not yet.
Look at Polar Bear's Instagram. Let's see if he. Oh, already. As soon as it's first picture, training, isn't it? Team Polar Bear team got the headband on. This is a hype video right here. Look out, guys. I wish I could hear it, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh, I can tell it's probably heavy. Who's the Patrick? I don't know who the music. Let me see real quick.
Yeah, I was about to say you could probably play it for a second.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible music. Now I kind of want to pick the other Mexican? Guy. Cortez Acosta. Maybe
dude, he was training with a Mexican.
Wow. Look at this guy in the middle. He's in shape. Nah.
I mean, if he's wanting to stand up and box with Waldo, I think it's over with.
Look at Francis
Is
Ngannou.
Francis? Oh, wow.
Well, it's Extreme Couture. When is this from? The 28 weeks ago. This shit's old.
A year ago.
Yeah, 32 weeks ago. Has he even updated anything? 34 weeks ago, 42. All right, this is ridiculous. He's not even. Maybe I might have to switch my pick because of this Instagram. When's this? 4 weeks ago.
It was fucked up, bro.
I did it 89 weeks ago. Except 2023. Is this legit? He hasn't posted anything recently?
Red flag.
Man, that is a red flag. That's the last time. This picture is from when Francis Ngannou was still in the UFC.
Hey, to be fair though, he looked good today.
He did look good, but
good today.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any.
Waldo looked good too.
Waldo looked all of 265. He was big.
For sure.
He did. He was all of 265.
Hey, but Spivak gained some weight for this fight too, bro.
He weighed in at 251.
251. Ridiculous. So undersized. Let's just to be fair, let's look at Tubby's. Let's look at Salsa Boys. If I see him not training and if he's dancing around doing stupid shit, it's gonna change everything. Let's see. Salsa Boy, what you doing? Okay, that's an interview.
Okay.
Oh, he hasn't updated his shit either. That's Ryan Spann right there. And so let's check the date on this. 28 weeks. What did they not? Nobody likes to update their Instagrams on training videos for heavyweights.
Training, bro. Too busy training.
Too busy dancing.
What's that hospital bed?
That's why there's Salsa King right there. When is this? This yesterday. I'm just kidding. This is like 34 weeks ago.
Oh,
but
okay.
Still.
He had surgery. Did you see that? He was in a hospital bed.
When was
right
this?
Is that Chris Curtis or him?
35 weeks ago.
What happened to
him? Training very strong in this camp. He remember dropped out of a fight with Chris Barnett or something, I think. But
he's got a broken hand, doesn't he, or no?
I don't know. He's gonna have a broken heart when he loses
right hand.
Tomorrow. But moving on. Yeah, here it looks like he's got a broken hand.
I got Spivak.
Oh yeah, right there's X-ray.
He broke his hand in his first debut fight, I think.
But then he came back and won right after the surgery, probably. That's good. But I still got Spivak.
Yeah, me too. All right.
Bare Knuckle is main event right now. Got a championship fight. I got the underdog.
Who's that?
I don't know if I can show you guys. Let's see. Dave Mondell.
What fight card is that?
BKFC.
All right, I'm behind on my picks. So you know what? That Chaos Williams and Andreas. I'm going to take Andreas at plus 3.5. Gustafsson at plus 3.5 points. I'm not sure if he's going to win, but I think he will get a round, and I don't think Chaos is going to knock him out either. Man, over under is 1.5 though. He might.
I think the under. I like a lot of unders, bro.
You think that Chaos going to knock out Gustafsson?
I think Gustafsson's going to knock him out in the first round.
Gustafsson's going to knock out Chaos, you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, then still that bet will still win. If Gustafsson wins, I'll still win.
Yeah, but you picked Chaos, so
I picked him to win, but I'm taking Gustafsson plus 3.5 right here.
It's up to you.
I think it's gonna. Yeah, I know it's a tough one, but I got to pick one. One of these. I got to pick in one of these 6 circles.
I would just take the under.
You think so? All right. Yeah.
I think that's safer.
Under 1.5 though. You think?
I thought it was under 2.5.
No, I'm going with Gustafson plus 3.5. All right, moving on. Next week. Oh no, I did. I'm taking survey Spivak
Money
too.
line.
Money line. Okay. Now, next we have Azamat Mirzakhanov taking on Brenton Ribeiro. This one, I was joking earlier when I said Azamat doesn't take steroids. Of course, Crystal's got to catch me on that. I was saying he doesn't look like he takes steroids because he's got like a dad bod and he looks dumpy. But Crystal claims he's been caught multiple times taking steroids. So the professional is not so professional if he's been caught taking steroids, but whatever. He's going against Bredson Ribeiro. Azammer's kind of undefeated, 14-0. His debut was against Tafan Nchukwi, knocked him out with a flying knee, and that was after knee surgery too, by the way. Throw that little tidbit of knowledge in there. He had like his MCL replaced or some shit, both his knees, I think. Knocked out Devin Brown Bear Clark, Dustin Jacoby, unanimous decision, and most recently, he knocked out Alonzo Menefield. This guy is destroying everybody, and that's probably why he's a huge favorite, minus 600, and that's legit on DraftKings as well. He's down Bredson Ribeiro, the Gorilla. Look at how much younger he is, too. 28 years and 9 months compared to 36, the wrong side of 35 from Mirzakhanov. Bredson Ribeiro, the right side of 30, under 30 years old, and still plus 430 heavy underdog. And I've heard some people say it's because his cardio's in doubt. Bredson Ribeiro. He's coming off wins against Dyer Ngozi, Kyle Machado, and before that, he lost to Magomed Ghaziazulov and Mingyang Zhang. That's that huge 6'3" Chinese guys just knocking everybody out. And in the contender series, he beat Bruno Lopez. Okay. Anyway, I got to go. Just like with all the Tapology community, I'm taking Mirzakhanov. I'm very confident. I can't bet it at minus 600, but I can.
Hey, I got a line for you, Ranj. I know you're not betting props yet, but right. I agree with you. I got the Russian as well. But his round 1 knockout is like plus 150 on DraftKings.
What was it again? Plus 150 for
round 1 knockout. It might be like the line might have came down a little bit, but I got it a couple days at plus 150 round 1 knockout.
I don't know if it's going to happen though. Round 1 knockouts. I don't know. Maybe, but
I think
go ahead. Give me a breakdown for this fight. What are you thinking? Go ahead. Give a little rundown for this fight here.
I got Azamat, man. The Russian. This guy, he's not bad with the strikes, but his chin is like he got dusted by Zhang. Zhang, one shot hit clean.
How slow he was getting. It looked like he was holding his leg too on his way up. Did you see that? Let me kick that back a little bit. Watch his. He looked like he had like a
little older.
Look, watch, he's all like creeping up there and little. Oh, we got his thumbs up though. Got a thumb up. So
this guy's a beast, though. This guy, I think he's pretty solid.
He is. That's a play. He's acting like he's all tired, and he's definitely way beyond what he physically looks like. Yeah, for sure. What do you think? Real fight picks? Azamat Mirzakhanov, Brenton Ribeiro. We're both.
I'm with you. I'm with you guys, but I don't want to pretend like I don't see value because Ribeiro is kind of interesting. He's beaten 2 undefeated fighters, so that doesn't bother him. And I don't know. What if Azamat's slick, and I think he's just really, really good. The Professional, great nickname because he's a professional striker. So
You think that's
I'm gonna go with Mirzakhanov, but I'm gonna have Ribeiro. I think I can't have everybody. I don't know with betting, but I mean I see value there. I feel like he doesn't give a fuck about the undefeated record. Obviously, he's squashed that recently twice, and I think he has potential to knock out with his reach advantage. I mean, he has a shot. He has a puncher's chance.
So
he's a knockout artist.
Under or over 1.5 rounds?
Under.
I won't even play like that. I would rather just do like method of victory for Ribeiro by knockout, and it's probably something crazy. And if it's not, then I do like Ribeiro, throw him in a like parlay with somebody I'm really confident about who's going to win on this card, which isn't too many people, but someone like Marab or something like that. But I got Mirzakhanov and Tapology for my pick, and I just see value. I see, I'd like to maybe, if I could afford it.
Whoo, Dave. It's 4-4. And Stanley Cup Finals. Panthers, Oilers all tied up 4-4. End of regulation. Overtime. And now he wants to talk about coming out because nobody showed up to his watch-along party.
Dave has a few good weeks, and he thinks he's Mr. Badass now.
I know. Round betting, plus 100. Well, anyway, I took under 1.5 rounds for Mirzakhanov and Redson Ribeiro. Hey, there he is. What happened to your party, bud? Nobody showed? You got pizza for nothing? You bought a keg and nobody drank it?
Reverb, background, fucking whatever the fuck's going on. There we go. Can we hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, Dave?
Welcome, buddy.
No, they all just went fucking home. They're all going to the bar. They're all doing their shit. I'm too fucking tired. I've had a long fucking week. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers.
Oh,
Me and MMA Jesus, we got them going on. And real fight picks too. I forgot. He's
drinking out of a pink cup. Cheers. Hey, Dave. Is that guy alive, Dave? The one who was driving that car? Is he?
Who?
Oh, sorry.
The concrete truck. The guy driver, he died.
Dude, seriously? Did you see the picture?
I did, but I don't know. I'm just hoping for the best.
I thought you would have mentioned it. Anyways, that's for the chat. I thought I had no idea that was going to be the case. Sorry about that.
I can't believe you guys fucking brought this up. Don't even fucking talk about it. No.
Moving on. Next, we have Bruno Silva taking on Joshua Van. Joshua Van's a minus 700, huge favorite here. Going against Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva's a 14-6-2. Let me share this tab instead. Okay, 14-6-2 for the Brazilian Bruno Silva. Bulldog. He's coming off a loss to Manel Cape. Before that, he beat Cody Durden, Tyson Nam, Victor Rodriguez. He's been around JP Buys, but the quality of fighter he's beaten isn't that great. He's out of a great facility, fight ready, one of my favorites. 35 years old, though. Ay. You don't like seeing that. You don't like seeing 35 years old, especially when you're going against a hot prospect like Joshua Van.
Especially at bantamweight, Ranch. Flyweight. Especially at flyweight.
I know. At flyweight, you can't be 35 years old fighting at flyweight. It just can't happen. But you can be 23 and fighting at flyweight for sure. Joshua Van's made his UFC debut. Is that his debut fight? Felipe Burns? I think it is too. I'm not going to open it up, but that's his debut. Then he bounced. He had a loss to Charles Johnson, but I like Charles Johnson, even though he has the dumbest haircuts ever. But he beat Edgar Chavez, great fight. Beat Cody Durden, and most recently Ray Saruria. But still, minus 670. Right now, the line, minus 700. Yeah, it's horrible. You can't. There's no value in that at all. But my pick will be Van, just like everybody else, and I guess decision because I don't think Josh Van does he knock out people. Let's check real quick. This Zillow rentals. See, the algorithm's giving me Zillow because I'm selling my house. Anyway, Josh Van, fearless. All right, he's got 6 wins by KO, 2 by submission, and 5 by decision. So who knows how he's going to do it? But I'm pretty sure he's going to get it done. It looks like decision most recently. Yeah, I'm going to go with the decision. Oh, he beat Triple Z, Zagas Zumagulov. Yeah, we're going to go Josh Van by decision. What do you think? Unanimous decision, too. I think I might bet the -3.5. What do you think about this one?
I got Josh Van. For sure.
Here we go, Dad.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna take decision. I like the minus spread range. I was gonna take decision, but I'm switching to KO.
For Josh Van?
Yeah.
Why? Because Bruno Silva's 35-year-old flyweight?
Yeah, I just feel like if you're getting finished by Preecaaap, Joshua Van can finish you.
Preecaaap's pretty good. He's dangerous.
He is good.
I think Preecaaap is shit.
He only lost to
He was like
Muhammad
the champion, wasn't he? Like in
in
Ryzen or something?
Yeah, that's where he come from Pride, Rising, yeah.
And he just knocked out Azu Amabayev.
In my opinion, Azu got robbed in that fight. It was eye pokes.
I feel you. That makes sense too. Bruno Silva, 14-6.
My turn yet?
Yes.
Dave,
Go
I love
ahead,
your
Dave.
shirt, bro. I love Pride, man.
Gay Pride. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, is it my turn? You guys want fucking the big dick to come in the fucking house again? Thank you very
I
much.
thought that Pride shirt had a rainbow on it. That's all. Go
I
ahead.
appreciate you all.
It is Pride Month.
All right.
That's
Joshua,
why Dave's wearing that. Surprised you're not wearing your Jeff Molina shirt.
you know, Gallery, shut the fuck up for a second. Let the fucking big dog talk for a second.
Oh,
right.
boy.
Bruno Silva, 3.54 strikes landed per minute versus 8.10 for Joshua Van. Really? 8.10? Oh, we've got some pretty fucking good recency bias on this one as well. 8.10 versus 3.14. Strike absorbed 4.08 versus 5.24. Yeah, higher volume of strikes absorbed, but that volume, 8.10 versus 3.54, double the volume on the feet. On the ground, 1.92 versus 1.11. Yeah, all right. A little bit of advantage to Silva here, but 1.11 tells me that Joshua Van can take care of himself on the ground. He can stop the fucking takedown. He can stop the fucking chokes. He can stop everything. I'm not worried about Joshua Van. He is also rocking in 80% takedown defense. 80% takedown defense. Joshua Van, twice the volume on the feet. Gonna be fucking very stable on the fucking ground with against a 25% takedown accuracy versus an 80% takedown defense. Josh Van all day long. I agree with fucking Jesus here. I'm gonna pick a knockout, probably second round. Josh Van all fucking day long. Don't bet against Silva.
That's a good parlay piece then.
This is fucking wasting your fucking time. Don't bet on Silva. Josh Van all day long. With stats to back it up, bitches.
Okay.
It's
Well,
better be
almighty
like
Dave.
minus 180.
Let's go through real quick before we continue on to the main card, or we're already on the main card, aren't we? No, that was the last of the pre. Before we get into the main card, I want Dave to catch up real quick with all the previous fights.
Oh, that's gonna take some time.
No,
Really?
it's not. I'm just gonna ask you who you picked. I'm not gonna ask you why or any of that shit because we've already spent 2 or 3 hours doing this shit. All right. So Mark Chionsky or Markel Medeiros?
All right, hang on. Let me go to my fucking Jesus.
No, Jesus is right next to you.
Medeiros.
I feel it.
Medeiros. Okay. How about Quillen Salkild and Yanal Ashmus?
Fuck. Salkid. I can't say his name. Quillan.
What a hype train he is.
Me
All
and
right.
Dave are gonna have a good week.
Ju Sang Yu or Jekka Saregi?
Use minus 600.
So what? You're not talking about the odds. We're talking about who's going to win. Who's going to win?
You.
I know I am. Ariana Lipski, Da Silva, or Kong Wang? Everybody wants to Kong Wang tonight.
Sorry, which one are we doing?
Lipski or I'm Da Silva, Ariana, Queen of Violence versus the Joker, Kong Wang.
Kong Wang.
Kong Wang. Every unanimous. That's full Capper consensus. All right. Chaos Williams or Andreas Gustafsson? This one, I'm on the fence still.
You guys are not gonna like me, but Gustafsson.
Well, that's MMA Jesus picked that too, and I think I still might switch. I can be swayed to the other side on that one because, yeah. All right, Sergey Spivak, Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Spivak.
Smart. Okay, Azamat Mirzakhanov or Brenson Ribeiro.
Azamat.
Good. And you picked Josh Van. Finally, now moving to the curtain jerker of the main card. What? We got the veterans. We have Vicente Luque.
Wait. What was that?
What?
Did somebody say ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tripping. I promise I'm not on drugs. I thought I heard like a robot.
No, you did hear something. That's
What
all right. AI. You know, MMA Jesus is AI. You don't even know. All right. Shit. Vicente Luque, 23-10-1 is the underdog plus 180. Kevin Holland is 27-13 favorite at minus 218. Interesting fight here. Kevin Holland, he's fighting out of what, Texas? Looter, or is it Texas? I don't know. He's out of like that Looter MMA. Vicente Luque, what's the American top team, or not American, the other Florida gym. Forget. But Vicente Luque had like brain problems before. Do you guys remember that, or did I dream it?
I forgot about that.
Didn't he have like a brain thing going on like a couple years back where he
No,
had
you're right, Ranj. You're right. He was thinking about retiring as well. He had to quit for a little while.
Yeah, it was something about his brain, like touch. I don't know. It's like brain. I forget the exact terminology. But he had some shit over about his brain.
It's called a brain bleed.
A brain bleed? Are you for real?
His brain was bleeding.
That's why I can't. I want to pick him, but I can't. And plus, Kevin Holland, even though I've seen him straight up, like, didn't he throw a fight with Blonde Brunson back in the day? Kevin Holland, was that him? Yeah,
Wonder Boy as well.
The one against Brunson, he had his like cousin across the country. His cousin's girlfriend or boyfriend he called and said pays a $10,000 bet on Blonde Brunson. And
I don't know about that.
Oh, that's the rumor has it. And that fight, if you watch that Brunson Kevin Holland fight, you could see him definitely throwing the fight, letting Brunson get the control time on top, letting him get the dominant positions. Oh, it was horrible. But in this case, I don't think he's going to throw this shit. And I think Luque is just he's washed up. He's past his best years, and he had that brain thing going on. Man, I don't know, man. I'm going Kevin Holland, but I'm not betting it. I'll put it in the parlay with Kevin Holland as my pick, but I'm not. Otherwise, I'm not touching this fight. I'll just watch it.
For your full card, I would recommend just parlaying the under.
You think that's plus money? The under.
Yeah, I like the under because
both
of them are finishers.
It's 1.5.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. It's tough. That's Mario Bautista. We're not even on that fight, but
sorry, that was coming beforehand. Never mind. That's not here.
Okay, Brenton Ribeiro, Azamat Mirzakhanov.
Where am I at here on the fucking? Sorry, guys. I apologize. Coming in late.
That's right. Josh Van and Silva. Look at Silva. It just looks old. His eyes are sunken. Shit. Bad weight cut. He's horrible. There he is. Knight Kevin Holland. Handsome with those glasses on.
Catching up.
Yeah, I think Kevin's a free parlay leg. I love the unders. At first, I was thinking,
but look at Luque. Did you see the look he gave him? Luque might be determined. He's got this look about him. Watch till he goes. Oh, he's serious. He's intense. Look, he's right there. He's intense. He's not. I don't know. And Kevin Holland's being all goofy and shit, like he's not even taking it serious. That's what's kind of making me shit my pants a little. Kevin Holland might not be taking this serious. Look at that face. He might be just doing this to collect a paycheck. Luque might realize this is it. If I don't win this one, I'm fucking cut. You know, nothing that nobody can do to help me either. So I don't know. That's why I'm staying clear of this. My pick will be Kevin Holland, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. If all you guys pick Luque, I'm jumping with you. So anyway, what do you got?
Who's up?
Dave, you want to go?
Sure. Vincent Luque, strike line per minute 5.05 versus 4.19. Advantage to the volume for Vincente, but strike absorbed 5.22 versus 3.10. Positive ratio for Luque, negative ratio for Holland. Advantage Holland on the feet, as far as I'm concerned. As far as the striking accuracy and the defense, they're all watched as 51, 50, 52, 50, pretty much the same thing. Takedown average, we've got Luque at 0.99, which is 1, versus 0.77. Pretty much a wash. Accuracy not great on either of them. Defense not great on either of them. Submission average, both a wash. The ground game is going to be on a wash. If this fight goes on the feet, I do believe Kevin Holland will have the advantage. I think dude, his height, his reach, his ability. What's the height advantage? Okay, 5'11 versus 6'3. You got a fucking 4-inch height advantage. The reach advantage, 81 versus 75. If you're going to give me a guy on the feet, and I do think this fight is going to happen on the feet, who's going to have a fucking that much of reach advantage, that much of a height advantage with the volume and the defense, man, I can't give it to Luque. I just can't. I don't care how serious he is. I don't care whatever it is. I mean, Kevin Holland can literally posture up 2 feet away, fucking put his hands up in fucking defense stance, and Luque will have nothing to do but leg kicks. And all he has to do is check leg kicks. I'm sorry. This fight is heavily favored for Holland. What are the odds on this one?
Holland is minus 218, and Luque is actually. I'm going to show real quick on this.
Okay, so I've got Holland at minus 250 and Luque as plus 200. Holland all day long, taller, reach advantage, takedown defense, ground game, more volume, more. I'm done. That's all I got to say. I can't say more.
Okay. M.A. Jesus.
So at first I was thinking Kevin will get the knockout, but I'm actually going to go submission. I think submission is a tricky, sneaky play. And, Kevin said that he was going to knock him down and he wasn't going to get back up. So I think that kind of means that he's going to fall him down there and submit his ass. We'll see.
The only thing I don't like about that is that, I mean, don't get me wrong. Kevin Holland has great fucking ground game, great defense. Got taken down by Gary Nelson 3 times. Got taken down by Renier the Reader twice. Got taken down by Delise once. He did take down MVP in his loss, but takedown is not where it's going to be. I think he's really going to focus on the stand-up here. I see Kevin Holland win this in stand-up. Knockout or decision. Submission game, though.
Kevin's got like 5 submissions, man.
He's got a submission against Olajaychuk. This was back in 2024. And he's got a submission against Chiesa with a dart stroke. So, I mean, he is there. It'll be interesting to see.
Real fight picks.
Bro, I got Luke, bro. I mean, he handled Randy.
What?
Hey, he wants to. Hey, does somebody
off the panel?
Hey, does somebody, Dave?
People off the panel.
Let's t-shirt bet. And I'll do t-shirt to t-shirt.
Done.
I don't care about the odds.
Or
do you want to do a hat? A t-shirt or a hat?
I need more hats.
Let's do a hat. We'll do a hat bet.
I could use hats.
All right, it's on. I got Luke.
T-shirt. Dave.
He handled Randy Brown. He put an anaconda. He was the underdog against Themba Garimbo. I mean, those guys could be Kevin Holland, right? I mean, maybe Holland's better than Themba too. But is he going to anaconda him in the first round? Maybe, but I don't know. Luke is dangerous. He knows an anaconda.
Holland's also got a black belt.
Dude, after what Jesus just told me, I'm going to go Kevin Holland by TKO or submission.
What do you do? Get a steroids?
I believe in what my friends tell me and what I believe. I believe Jesus is right.
Hey, remember I gave you guys Gomez KO over who was it? That girl, Elise Reed.
Yeah,
something like that.
See what Ty Garcia. That's what I'm thinking too. Did you see show that face off again?
Thank you, Ty. That's and that's the other thing. Ever since I brought it up every show,
that's what I'm saying. He's not doesn't look like he's not taking this fight serious. I think he's just
and he's charging for interviews out the ass and brags about it. What a fucking dumbass!
He's just all like, "Yeah, I'm getting paid no matter what." You know what I mean? And Luke's just like, "Don't just disrespect me like that, you motherfucker." So I think,
yeah, but look at Luke's arms and look at Kevin's physique. Luke looks like an old man.
Praise Jesus.
I know that. Oh man, I don't know.
Still good though. You know, he's still good. Hey, I got beat by a guy who had a stroke and he's paralyzed, and he still beat me at racquetball. You know what I mean?
Well, I would probably keep that one to yourself.
I got beat by an old guy that had a stroke and racquetball.
His name was Rick. What was his last name? Fuck, I could think of it. I don't remember his name.
All right,
anybody on.
Right, stroke Ricky beat you at fucking. Don't tell that story,
Rick.
Poor Rick. Well, good on you, Rick. You beat
Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick
look
did
him
it.
up. I think he's professional.
All right. So
you're not.
I gotta pee and get another beer. Can somebody else introduce Mario Batista and Patchy Mix? Can somebody introduce next fight?
Are we all on Holland here?
No,
I don't think so.
What if Real Fight Picks got team or hat bet or something with you?
Besides the retard pick on the panel.
Everybody else is on Holland. Everybody's on Holland for sure. All right, so
before I insult you.
His daughter's trying to tell him.
Introduce next bet. I gotta pee.
It'll be shipped the very next day, but I won't have to lift a finger at all.
All right. Who wants to intro this one?
Go for it, Dave.
Fuck you. No, Lupe's got this one.
Okay, we got the Sean O'Malley camp, Arizona.
Start this up.
Got it. Mario Batista coming in. He's going to fight the newcomer from, what is it, the Bellator? Patchy Mix finally made it to the UFC after all these years of grinding. He's kind of like a MVP, and who's a Patricky Pitbull. So we'll see what Patchy Mix got. And I believe this is a bantamweight division. Patchy Mix, boy, I seen him at the press conference. He has a smart mouth. He thinks he's he's a hot ass. He thinks he's the bee's knees right now because he's new. He's the new guy on the block. You're that new guy, so you're fresh. Everybody's looking at you, and he's making the most of it. So we'll see. Personally, what am I going to do with this fight? I'm going to take the dog and Mario Batista. Look at Patchy Mix fought Sergio Pettis, who was a flyweight. He took him down. He got his back. He choked him. And, Mario Batista, what? Am I tripping, bro? He beat Aldo, right? He beat Jose Aldo?
Yeah.
Bro, come on, bro. And this guy is going to be – what if he's like Patricky Pitbull? I know he's 20-1.
It was a very close fight, though. But do you know Patchy very much? I mean –
he's a grappler, right? He's got 13 submissions. He's super good grappler, but he's got all those submissions and not the UFC. So,
his last fight, though, Patchy's last fight, he fought a tough son of a bitch. And a lot of people thought Mix lost that fight, me included. But they gave him the decision, fought a tough Russian. Man, I'm going Patchy Mix. I disagree with you on this one. I think Mario's fighting these close fights and really not, showing a lot to the fans. He's kind of mediocre, boring. I mean, the last fight with Jose Aldo, everyone said Jose won that fight. I thought Mario won, but he just held. Jose.
Yeah. I remember Jose was complaining about it or pointing to the referee, remember? When they're all up against the fence.
Yeah, for sure. But I gotta go Mix, and I like what you said about how Mix is, new kid on the block. He's trying to talk his talk. I like that from Mix, and I do think he will submit Mario.
Ooh. I can't do any more t-shirt bets. I'm all
so what happened? You took Mario Batista, real fight picks?
Yeah. I'm taking the UFC vet.
I don't hate that.
The proven. And he's been training with Sean O'Malley and them, and he's been around people like that. I'm sure Patchy Mix is an elite gym.
He's a big cheater too. Holds on the fence when he's beating Jose Aldo and makes it a stupid, shitty fight that everybody hates him. He doesn't care, but that's cool. I like Patchy Mix. I like how he need Rufian stats and how he's wiped through everybody in Bellator. What is he lose once? Who's his one loss to? I don't even know.
Batista's on that sauce too.
Well, they're all on it. But Patchy Mix is from Buffalo, New York.
He's got an extra big Adam's apple. I grew it.
Ooh, the Adam's apple pick logic. That worked last week. Who had it last week? And he won.
God damn, that's like a third fucking chin.
It is. I thought Sean Shelby had another finger up there. That's not even his finger. That's me. That's my
not a peace sign.
That's my finger. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. I like Patchy Mix as well. I like he's a hot new flair, but I heard a little thing. When UFC brings over a Bellator champ, they try to set him to lose because they want to show the dominance of UFC. So that's where but this could be a trap. Bautista might come through. Everybody's hating on him right now because that fight with Aldo. But I can't go against Patchy Mix. I like Patchy Mix here. I'm just saying this could be.
What if Patchy Mix? What if he can't take him down? Does he still win?
I think so. I think
Patchy
Patchy
can
has better
wrestle.
stand up than Mario.
Okay. I respect that.
Did you guys look at the Patchy Mix topology?
No.
No? I'd like to see his resume real quick. I haven't looked at it much either. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to pull it up so I can read it.
He's a BJJ black belt.
Yeah. Okay, coming off all right, the grappling, and he's doing outside grappling too, aside from MMA. Magomedov, that was the second title defense. Sergio Pettis, Rufion, there's that knee to the head, Rufion Stotts. I won money on that, and I never bet Bellator either. Kyoji Haraguchi, that's an awesome, good win there. Yeah, he lost to Juan Archuleta. You know, Juan Archuleta was in UFC for a fight or two, I think, or 3 fights or some shit, I think. Ricky Bandejas. Yeah, Tony Gravely, Andre Ewell. He's got a lot of good names in here, and they're all victories. Kevin Blankenship, all sorts. Yeah, I'm going Patchy Mix, but I'm saying this Mario Batista could be a trap because Batista he's streaking right now. He's an MMA lab. They came in mob deep. You get that split decision, shitty win against Jose Aldo, robbery win. But before that, he's beaten good names: Ricky Simone, Damon Blackshear. I thought Ricky Simone was a shoo-in to beat like Sean O'Malley at one time. So that's a good one. Miles Johns, a bunch of good wins here for him too. Whatever. I'm on Patchy Mix. Everybody else, except for
dude, if Batista, he's had all these fights in the UFC, and he still has 5 strikes landed per minute. Right? That's how that works, right? Those stats.
What?
Or is that? That's how that works, right? 5 strikes per minute. That seems like low. But anyways, he's got volume. Batista does, and if he was like at 3 strikes, if he wasn't very active, then it would be like, okay, Patchy Mix is just gonna come in there and he's gonna bully him. But like, I just feel like, okay, I don't know. You guys are probably right. He's got pretty good wins against, Magomedov. I've heard of those guys. But again, I think the chances of somebody coming over into the UFC and like dominating, I don't know. I know it has happened with Strikeforce and stuff, but like recently, I don't know. It's kind of rare. So it gives me, I'm not as gung ho. I wouldn't even be as gung ho if I switched my pick to Patchy Mix. I think I'll stick to my guns.
I know that's what Gerald Lynch makes a point. Mix might be the trap parlay buster because everybody's on the hype train, but Mario Batista's no one to overlook.
He's pretty marketable.
Everybody's just still freshly pissed off about that Jose Aldo split decision win.
I feel like Mario is a hype train as well, though.
Yeah. Patchy Mix is pretty marketable.
Yeah.
The UFC might be knowing what they're doing right here.
Like I said, the UFC also doesn't like Bellator people. Look what they did to Mike, what's his name? The
Michael Venom Page?
No, not MVP.
Oh, Patricky Pitbull?
No, not Pitbull. Michael.
Mike Chandler.
Chandler, yes.
Yeah.
Mike Chandler. They set him up to lose when he came over too. And look, what's he been on a straight up losing streak now? Because he's a Bellator guy. But it is what it is. I got
Patchy. He did knock out Dan Hooker though.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Guaranteed Jake Paul calls Chandler out.
Chandler's done well for the UFC. Yeah, he's done well losing. Moving on. Next, we have the ever-looking flabby Kelvin Gastelum taking on Joe Pyfer. Oh, this is stupid chalky odds as well, I think.
Bags.
Yeah. Body bags, Joe Pyfer is like a minus 375. Calvin Gastelum, he looks a lot worse than he really is. He's better than he looks, and physically. He looks like a flabby, I love tacos type of guy, but he went to split decision 5 rounds against Israel Adesanya. People forget, man. So you can't overlook that. Calvin Gastelum, I don't know, he's always had that little, like everyone, because he looks like he's not good, but he does have wrestling experience. He was, I think, he was a standout. I don't think he was like a really all-American or anything, but he does have college wrestling, I'm pretty sure. Joe Pyfer as well. Remember, Joe Pyfer was in Mexico. Wasn't he supposed to fight in Mexico City, but then he shit his pants or something? He had some bad food and had to drop out. That's where this fight was supposed to happen before. But now it's in New Jersey. Joe Pyfer's from Pennsylvania. So now this, instead of being in Calvin Gastelum's home, now it's in Joe Pyfer's the home team. And even in Mexico City, I had Joe Pyfer until he got the shits. So I'm taking Joe Pyfer. I think he should be able to do what he wants with Calvin Gastelum. But I'm not, it's Calvin Gastelum. Like, don't overlook him. Don't underestimate Calvin Gastelum. That's what I'm saying. Don't underestimate him. And I've seen Joe Pyfer body bags. I've seen him fade cardio-wise. And Calvin Gastelum, he doesn't really. He doesn't. He looks like he should, but he doesn't, which is astonishing. So I'm going with Joe Pyfer, but I'm not. Once again, this is, aside from my parlay, perfect parlay, I'm not betting this thing either. What do you guys think?
But I got Pyfer by sub.
Sub, huh?
Listen, Gastelum, he's like that guy that you work with that gets away with everything and it's just normal. Like, everybody just accepts it for some reason. Like, he doesn't even ask to leave. He just leaves when he wants. And that's who Kelvin Gastelum is to the UFC. He's that guy where it's okay to be kind of like, just a little bit, they accept him. I'll just leave it at that. So I got Joe Pyfer, the actual disciplined person in this fight, who is got grappling, and I've seen Gastelum tap in 5 seconds before to like a toe hold or some shit, ankle lock or something.
Oh, I did. I remember that.
That was disgusting. I had him in that fight too. He made me mad. I got Pyfer.
Yeah. Dave or Jesus?
What, Jesus?
Is he pointing to Dave?
Yeah, I got Pyfer, bro. I got body bags. At first, I actually was going to pick Calvin, but I was thinking about it a little bit more. And, yeah, I got to go body bags. Younger, fresher fighter. He's evolving faster. Calvin's getting on the decline, I feel like. Not looking very well. So, got to go body bags.
Did we look at the face-offs? Can we see how sloppy Calvin looks?
He looked okay. Sure. He looked like the best version of 185. I think
he didn't. He looked like shit.
All right, let's see. He looks better than
like
me.
That guy with the blue shirt clapping his hands.
I think Kelvin should have stayed at welterweight.
Joe Pyfer looks like he was a bully in middle school. You know what I mean? Like the give me your fucking lunch money guy.
Yep.
Doesn't he?
He used to like a
bully.
Yeah, pants people or give them wedgies and stuff.
Do the swirlies in the toilet and all that shit. Just a straight up redheaded bully.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Huh?
He's
got a phone. He works for somebody. Who's the guy with the guru shirt? See that?
That's MMA Guru. He's just Guru Picks. He's a douchebag.
Look at Calvin. Look at him. Body bags. you gotta get an extra big one for Calvin for
built like a tank. There. Built like a tank. What the fuck?
This MMA junkie. I told you, didn't I tell you? Behind the camera view.
Didn't
I say that? That's why you gotta use MMA crazy. Or yeah, MMA Crazy. That's what I was using. They'd have no
Or
camera in
just
their view.
use UFCs. You can use
No, that's
UFC.
copyright.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always get flagged for that. No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everybody's on Piper. Anybody taking Calvin Gastelum?
No way.
No, Dave. You want to do stats or anything?
If you really want to, sure, we can do that.
Yeah, curious. I'm curious how
It's Kelvin's takedown defense. He's a wrestler, right? So it should be what, high?
All right, Kevin Gastelum, 3.74 versus 3.72, even on the striking, 3.48 versus 3.48, fucking even on the striking absorbed. On the ground, 1.10 versus 1.45. Joe has the advantage here. Honestly, it's a coin toss. I don't know why the odds are what they are. I'll give Kevin Gastelum a little bit of respect here. I am not putting any money on Pfeiffer in any way, shape, or form, in any parlay, no, not gonna do it. This motherfucker just needs a reason to fucking show up. And I'm not betting against Kevin Gastelum. I think Joe Pfeiffer's gonna win, but there's no way any of my money is going anywhere on this fight.
Dude, the submission average though, like that's a pretty big difference. That's almost 0 to 1. That's like a, so in that one, he'll sub him. You know what I mean? He gets basically one sub attempt per 15 minutes, and I don't see Kelvin escaping it whenever it comes.
Yeah, how many times has Kevin tapped?
How many submission people has he fought though, Calvin?
He lost to
Sean Brady. Sean Brady tapped him.
Yeah,
Sean Brady tapped him.
Jack Hermanson as well.
And didn't who tapped Calvin Gastelum with that knee bar or something, that toe hold or knee bar or some shit back then.
Leg lock.
Heel hook.
Regardless, these are two gatekeepers.
Regardless. Jack Hermanson, that's what it was. Yeah.
Pfeiffer subbed. What's his name? Your best friend, Gerald Meerschaert, in a grappling tournament though. That's different. To be fair. But still,
I loved when Jack Hermanson beat Joe Pfeiffer, though. I called that. That was the main event.
He fraud checked his ass on. That's fucked up.
I loved it. Yeah. All right. Oh, he does have a lot of grappling in here. Eric Anders beat him in grappling.
So, Dave, you're on Pfeiffer, but reluctantly on Pfeiffer.
All right.
Co-main
event. You ready? For the UFC Female Bantamweight Championships, we have the champion, Juliana Pena, taking on the challenger, Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison comes in as a super heavy favorite, minus 625 on DraftKings. Juliana Pena comes back at a plus 455 as the such a almost like a 5-1 underdog. I don't think it's ever happened ever in UFC history that a champion's been a 5-1 underdog against the challenger. But here we are then in 2025, where Kayla Harrison is having no problem making 135, even though a year ago she said, I don't think I could ever make 135. Well, she's been doing it now for a couple fights in a row. What's this? Is this her second or third? How many fights does she have in the UFC since coming here from the other promotion there? What's that say? Third fight. Yeah, Aspen Ladd, Holly Holm, Ketlin Vieira. I heard that Ketlin
Vieira and not Pena. Aspen Ladd
Aspen Ladd was in PFL.
Yeah.
All right. See that Larissa Pacheco fight? That was like her third time fighting that girl, and Kayla beat her the first 2 times. But most recently, Pacheco wins. Anyway, Kayla's 18-1. She is. You can't, once you see the face-offs, I don't know how anyone could take Julian Pena. Pena didn't even show like her arms or anything. She wore a jacket, which shows to me she's hiding something. She's hiding like a bit. Yeah, definitely a red flag during the weigh-ins. Because I was like, Pena, the champ. See that jacket? At least she takes hers off. See that? She had the same jacket as Pena. Pena leaves her shit on the whole time, doesn't take it off at all, which is causing me little red flags jumping up. It's all over Kayla Harrison anyway. Just go look at her. Jesus, she looks like a dude. Looks like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. You know what I mean? And then Juliana Pena.
Triple H.
Yeah, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Triple H from WWE.
Yeah, that's his real. It's Triple H stands for Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Oh, I forgot about that. It's been a long time.
Juliana Pena. You see that jacket? She doesn't take that shit off. Never comes off, and she's got it all loose, hanging over her.
I agree. I agree with you, Ranj. I agree 100%.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's a red flag to me. So
not a good look.
Not a good look at all. And that's why I'm confident that Kayla Harrison's going to win this. But at minus 625, it's just no play there anyway. If anything, throw a scratch off Juliana Pena. Maybe she's going to be the apple pie shitter and shitting everybody's parlay that's throwing Kayla Harrison in with all these other chalky faves. And Juliana Pena might just shock them just like she did when she fought Amanda Nunes. She is like that weird fights once a year bantamweight, two-time bantamweight champion.
There you go. Water.
Oh yeah. Did she easily make weight? Yes, she did. Look at that big broad smile. I love those lips. Yep. I'll bury my cock in her.
She's not bad. She's not bad. I just don't like her personality. I think she's kind
totally
of a bitch.
Horrible personality. But
compared to that,
I'm surprised she's married.
And you know what? She doesn't. That's not bad. Her body's great. Kayla Harrison.
Nice little
her
ass.
face looks like a dude.
By the way, that's nice right there.
Hold it right there.
I don't want to get dirty.
Hold it right there. Just stop that right there. Awesome. All right. Do you see any arguments for do you see any way Juliana Pena can win this fight?
No.
By robbery decision.
Yeah, robbery decision. Like robbery she won her last fight.
Agreed. I'm not arguing with you there, bud. And that's what could happen here. Unlikely, but it could happen. I'm hoping Kayla Harrison just finishes it like quick. But you know what? Amanda Nunes part 2, the rematch, she just she went the full distance. Except Amanda Nunes just bodied like ragdolled her the entire fight and beat the shit out of her for 3 rounds. What? I just don't like that. She did the face-offs with her coat on. Take that shit off. Come on.
Yeah, look at the size of Kayla.
She looks ill. I did like the fight to start round 4. That's a good one. Sal D'Amato, if he's on this, yeah. Ooh, what was that? What was that little thing at the end? What was that? Was there a little interaction?
It looked like Kayla nodded her head. They both.
Let me see. Oh, nothing. Yeah, there was nothing doing. Nothing doing. Just attitude. Just high school hallway. Tough girl. Bullshit. Kayla's gonna mop the floor with her. She's gonna beat the shit out of her.
I got Kayla round 1 submission at plus 300, baby.
I think that little 12-year-old girl with the final 77 take on Juliana Pena.
Hey, by the way, Kayla liked my post on Instagram. On my story, I posted her and she liked it, so she is a lock.
That's the qualifications.
She's a lock.
Because she liked my post, she's a lock.
Trust me.
In that case, I'm not going to say that she looks like Fabio. I was going to say that. I'm not now.
Fabio's a good comparison.
She's down to earth. That's cool, though.
All right. So we're all on the obvious Kayla Harrison. Now, the main event. You guys ready? We got part two. This is the rematch. The champ, Merab Philly, the machine, taking on the now. I quit smoking weed. I'm focused. I'm stronger, and I'm faster. Sean O'Malley. This is the new, like, I guess, yeah. He's done quit smoking weed. He says he's been laying off social media. Not true, but he says he has been. And he says he's been just focusing on nothing but family and this fight. But here's my theory. How long has he been out of fighting? About nine months or something. And people are like, that whole 9 months he's been defending takedowns, training with all these college and high school wrestling guys and shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter because who's Merab's last opponent? Omar Magomedov. Magomedov's been doing takedowns, defending takedowns his entire life. Not 9 months, more like however 29 years or however old he is, his entire life. And he couldn't stop Merab Philly's takedowns. So how is Sean O'Malley going to stop him after 9 months of training? He's not going to. And that's why Merab's going to, unless he gets caught, which Sean O'Malley could catch him because he's a targeted, he hits his point. He hits his target. He hits his, he's a very technical striker, which he waits for the opening. And if he comes flying, he can catch Merab. But I think Merab's going to do kind of rinse, repeat, just get him down, smother him, and win control time and a little damage from the top position and edge out a decision similar to last fight. People are like, oh, but Sean O'Malley, he's learned his flaws from last fight, but I don't think he can fix them because Merab, the machine, is just too much. You know, takedown after takedown after, even if he misses, he's going to attempt again and again and again. It's going to be relentless, and eventually he's going to land it, and that's where O'Malley's going to, take another decision loss, unless it's a robbery by the judges, which it could be, because UFC, the media, the fans, everybody wants Sean O'Malley because he's marketable. Merab's a boring fighter, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the smart pick. Merab should win unless it's a robbery. What are you guys thinking?
Dave, why don't you start, bro?
Oh no, man. Here's your video.
All right.
Yours.
All right. Yeah, I got Merab. I agree. Ranj. I think Merab is actually gonna beat him even better, and I'm thinking Merab can get a finish this time. Even. I think O'Malley. This is a tough matchup for him to take after that big loss, and this is a rematch. He hasn't had a fight since Merab. So yeah, man, I gotta go Merab for sure.
If Sean O'Malley loses this, he ought to start smoking weed again. Some people are better when they smoke weed. I'm telling you, they get in the zone. It's different.
Yeah, Kevin Holland said that on Media Day. Kevin said, well, you got to talk to Texas or somewhere. He's like, I can't fight there because they don't let me smoke weed. He's like, I got to have my weed. So,
yeah, maybe we'll do a niche weed smoking parlay or something. I listened to this with sound, and they were booing the shit out of Merab Devashvili, the New Jersey, and he's from New Jersey. Like he trains out of Long Island or some shit. He trains with Aljamain Sterling, Longo MMA. That's right in
New Jersey.
Sarah Longo. That's right in Long Island.
Jersey.
It's literally New Jersey. It's like across the border from New York, New Jersey. And when he went into here with the sound, they were booing Devashvili. They were cheering Sean O'Malley. So the fans, the boos for Mario Batista were Jesus. I felt bad for him. But anyway, the fans and the UFC and everybody wants O'Malley to win. Therefore, it could be a robbery. But if it's judged like it was last time, fairly, it should be Merab. Who did it go? Dave? Real fight picks?
Oh, I got Merab. I want to pick Sean, you know what I mean? Like I've kind of it's like the opposite. Like I was a Conor McGregor fan, and then he became such like a weirdo that I actually like.
Of course you were.
You like Conor still?
No, never did. But go ahead. Go ahead. I was never really a Conor McGregor fan.
Well, I mean, it's like
I
the Sean.
him.
I've grown to like Sean. You know, he kind of won me over. So I wouldn't hate it if like he comes and he does this thing and he like knocks out Merab. But I think Merab's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? If you believe in MMA Jesus, you know what I mean. He gave us the strengths that he gave us, and I don't think wrestling is Sean's forte, and so he's gonna have to find a lucky punch. Easy. And so God damn it, dude. So I got Merab. I don't see anything different that could happen. He's not doing the thing, the they call this the championship, and he's not doing the peen part. That don't matter. I got Merab. This is kind of easy.
All right. Dave?
Okay, so we realize we don't bet on main events, right? We don't put our money in.
You might be talking about you and the mouse in your pocket, because I motherfucking do. But go ahead. Me and the mouse in my pocket, we don't bet on main events. But
I got Sean O'Malley.
Okay.
I'm getting hyped up for the trilogy. I am getting hyped up for the trilogy. Yes, he lost the first one. Merab is comfortable. He's doing all of Instagram. He's spending way too much time with Nina Drama. I'm telling you, Sean O'Malley's got this dialed in. His takedown or his BJJ game is fucking on point. I think it's only gotten better. I think he's fine-tuned. He knows what to expect now from Merab. It's a ground game thing. He does have the height. He does have the reach. He should be able to figure this fucking shit out as a professional fucking fighter. I think he's more focused than Merab is. I haven't seen Sean on any social media in the last little bit. I've seen Merab on fucking absolutely everything. I think Merab thinks he's going to coach through this. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think Sean's got this. And this will set up the trilogy, which is good for the UFC. Win, loss, and time for trilogy number. Yeah, I get this. Merab, it's going to get robbed. I got Sean on this one. I think he's going to dominate him on the feet. I think he's going to be able to hold his own on the ground, if not be able to get up from any takedowns that he does. His size is he's a big fucking guy in this weight class. He's got 6 inches, 5-6 inches in height.
Show that face off again.
I could do that.
Yeah, look, he's hunched over, looking down at him, and
look how big Merab is. Though Merab is so dense.
Yeah, Merab is thick. He's a wrestler. Yes, he can beat Nina Drama up all day long. I think once that little skeleton of a frame picks up some moisture over 24 hours and actually gets to fucking pack on the weight that he just lost, he's going to look a lot different. I'm sorry. There's nothing in this fucking way that makes me like, there's no way, shape, or form in my odds analysis fight, whatever the hell it is.
I don't know, Dave. If you look
dude,
at the
I cannot bet on Merab at minus 275 It does not make any
Dave,
mathematical sense.
Look at
Way
the
better
first
price
fight,
than I
though.
got.
Look at the first fight, though. Merab won the first 4 rounds, dominated him.
True.
Dude,
That's what.
6 times.
However, O'Malley, he did start out the first round. He started out slow, and he did win the 5th round. O'Malley did.
Guys, it doesn't matter. This is a different game.
It doesn't matter either way because, real quick, let me show you.
Next time I'm going to wait before I offer a T-shirt bet. I'm going to wait the whole time because, golly, boy, this would have been the one to take.
I finished. Look, here's every fight, and I took O'Malley.
You could always do
5.5. Meaning all he's got to do is win 1 round and not get finished. If he doesn't get finished and wins 1 round, O'Malley, that's all I'm asking. I don't think he's going to win, but I think he can win 1 round and not get finished. That's why I'm taking him. Kayla Harrison, I think she's going to win every round or finish Juliana, so I'll take her minus 5.5. Joe Piper, same thing. Finish or unanimous decision. Patsy Mix, I took him just money line. Kevin Holland, money line. This one, I don't like it at all. I'm willing to change that. Josh Van, I think he's going to finish or unanimous decision victory. Took him at minus 3.5. This one, Mirzakhanov, I want to take it minus 3.5, but you guys talked me into just taking under 1.5 rounds. Because plus minus 3.5 for Mirzakhanov, still chalky. So I'm going with value. Sergey Spivak, money line. Gustafson, plus 3.5. I think Chaos might win, but Gustafson will last, I think. Oh, I don't know. See, that's a fucky one, too, because the over-under is 1.5 rounds. I don't know. And the beginning fight, the curtain jerker, Chonsky, the wrestler, plus 3.5. I think he's going to win outright. Kong Wang, I didn't take her. I took under there because minus 455. I'm value, The Korean.
And last week you were off by 1, right? You were off by 1 only?
What, last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the one that I took Klein. I took against Gamera. I took Klein plus 3.5, and he got wiped out. Unanimous decision loss. That's why I lost. Against Matus Gamera.
And you
then
went
the original
favorite, and it was a decent line for a favorite. It was like minus 150.
Yanel Ashmouse Moose, I got him plus 3.5, and I think he might win upset and win outright. So there's all of my 13 fight bets per fight. So $10 would win me $7,483. Let's go. There it is. All right. Now we have to make our 3-leg parlay for the show. And I don't know if we have anything not chalky that we all agreed upon, but we will attempt this. Starting from the beginning, we're split 2-2 on Mikhail Medeiros and Choinsky. Me and Real Fight Picks, we're on Choinsky. You got, is that how you say it? Choinsky? It's such a weird name.
No,
and you guys, what?
I watched his fights, but I didn't pay attention to how they talked about his name.
I know. And you guys are both on Markel Medeiros, who's got AIDS and he sucks. Then we're on the Israeli fight. Is he Jewish, Israeli? That's what his flag says. Gainel Ashmouth, that's me and Real Fight Pigs again. And you two are both on Quillen Sawkill, the shitty kickboxer from Shitty Kickboxing over in Australia, New Zealand, one of those.
Porno guy.
We're all 4 of us are on Ju Sang Yu, except he's minus 500. So shit, what are we gonna do there? We're all on Kong Wang, but she's a woman and she's minus 450. So shit, that's out of there too.
Yes.
Then we're split. Two of us, me and Real Fight Picks, are on Chaos Williams. You boys are on Andreas Gustafsson, but this is one I might be willing to flip sides. So I'm going to put a little asterisk by this one.
Okay, by the way, Chaos Williams has had 2 fights that have fucking gone to the shits, and Andreas is just a fill-in here. So let's take this with a grain of salt here.
I know, that's why I'm saying I might be I might be easily swayed.
Chaos should probably win this fight because he's been lined up for it, and he's had 2 cancellations. This is his 3rd fucking opponent. So
no, it's Dave. Did you see the face-offs?
I did.
Did you see the runic back tattoo of the Viking Satanism and King Diamond and shit?
I got it.
Grandma.
Anyway,
that's why Crystal left, because we offended King Diamond. Crystal's like, you guys don't like King Diamond? I'm fucking out of here. You guys smoke way too much weed. That's exactly what he said.
What's King Diamond? What is that?
King Diamond is a satanic metal band from the I want to say early 90s, late 80s.
They're not.
And he
really?
sucks.
They're not good.
But one of his the one hit song, he had a video on MTV, and it's something about he's yelling at grandma, and it was horrible.
Yeah. I like Henry Rollins, you know.
Yeah, that's Black Flag. That's different. That King Diamond's the way
That's way different.
I like that song, Liar. Like, oh man, Liar
Danish or Dutch
Henry
or
Rollins?
He's from Europe. King Diamond, The Eye. That was his hit album. It was called The Eye.
I feel like Crystal does that and signs into a different name and comes back as somebody else.
Probably
like Ty. No offense.
Probably.
I mean,
Last
Ty
week
could be a real person, but
last week he was trying to troll he's like, I'm really a girl. Okay. A bald girl that's like 48 that talks about how she's a boxer with the muscles there. What are they called? Mass. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Where was I? We're on Kong Wang. Okay, we're split on Chaos Williams, and we switched. All right, everybody's on Sergey Spivak except for MMA Jesus. He's got to take Cortez Acosta.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Kevin Holland, I fucked that one up, but I have a T-shirt bet now.
Well, we're not there yet.
Okay.
Everybody's on Mirzakhanov, but he's minus 600. Everybody's on Josh Van, but he's minus 700. So those are all trash. So the prelim fights, there's nothing we can use out of the prelim fights that's within. No, there's
Randy,
nothing.
If you want, we can take their spreads.
Oh, the plus or minus points.
Yeah, ones that we agree on.
That might be a play.
That's a good idea because this card's fucking chalky as fuck.
Yeah,
chalkboard torture. Okay, next we have the Lupe Kevin Holland. You guys have a hat bet, but everybody's on Kevin Holland except for Real Fight Picks. Everybody's on Patchy Mix except for Real Fight Picks. Everybody, we're all on Joe Piper over Kelvin Gastelum. And who cares about the co-main because the whole world's on Kayla Harrison, as they should be. And we're all on Marab, but we don't throw the main event in our parlay because Dave's request.
I'm down to do an anti-me parlay, and you guys can do Patchy Mix, Kevin Holland, and Gustafsson.
Oh,
because that's the only bettable thing, and I'm down to do it.
MMA Jesus just said we can take the heavy favorites plus or minus 3.5 point spread, and that'll bring the odds down. For example.
That's a good idea. I see what you're saying.
Look, so
Joshua Van.
Let's find that. Joshua Van minus 3. It brings it down to minus 245. Do you guys see that? Minus 3.5. That means he's got to win either by finish or unanimous decision. That's the only way you win that. Okay. Same thing with who else we got? Azamat Murzakanov.
Yep.
And look, that's still chalky, minus 475.
Yeah,
So
it is.
We can't
That's
do
crazy.
that one. We can't do that one.
Joe Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah, where's Joe Pfeiffer? We try. Oh, Joe Pfeiffer minus 170. See that we can throw him in there.
That's nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Wong Kang.
No, not girls. We can't do
All right.
girls.
right.
No girls. We got Josh Van.
They've bounced.
Oh, that's all right. We can do this without him. We did most of it without him anyway. He snapped, boy. Shouldn't ask him about work. What are you thinking?
I mean, that makes sense.
I know. Just stop. I'm just playing. Okay. Joe Pfeiffer, Josh Van. One more, guys, and it's either going to be.
Hey, I honestly, I kind of like. It's up to you guys, but I'm an odds guy. Now that we're, I would flip it in this way if we're betting this style. If we're coming at it like this, I would take Patchy Mix for that even money.
Oh, Patchy Mix,
even
minus
money?
3.5. This one at plus 100, even money.
But you don't know how much he's gonna kill.
No, I'm not doing that. I would rather do Patchy Mix either money line. I don't think he's gonna win every round. I think if anything, I would take Mario Batista plus 3.5, because I think he might win a round, unless Patchy Mix finishes him.
Sub-Zone.
But I'm gonna, if I was to take any play, Patchy Mix play, it would be money line.
Bam, do it. What does that pay out to be?
Okay, so all three of them together is plus 247. You see right here.
It's kind of weak, huh?
It is kind of weak, but
is there like a less chalky option?
Card. It's a chalky card. What are you gonna do?
Put Azamat minus 3.5 in there.
All right. Oh, in addition to these three?
Take out Mix. Take out Mix.
It's the odds are going to be worse. Look, it's because now it's plus 170. Azamat minus 3.5 is minus 475. Still chalky.
That's a lock, though.
I guess.
He's gonna get a knockout.
Yeah, you are right. You're right.
All right. Take you minus 3.5.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's see what that is.
What about Gustafson? Weren't you cool with plus 3.5 with that, Ranj, or no?
Yeah, Gustafson, I liked him, but you're the one that who was anti-Gustafson.
Well, I got
both of you guys are.
I got Gustafson, but I think since you picked Chaos, I think we should leave that one out.
No, I picked Chaos to win, but I think Gustafson's gonna win. All right, we'll leave it out. Where's that?
I like you.
Look, here's Drew saying you to win unanimous or by finish minus 310. So
put Azamat in there.
Yeah, screw it. Throw Azamat with it too. There we go. Now plus
there it is.
All right, that's good enough. Good enough for me.
4 legs.
4 legs, and they're all pretty confident. Azamat by finish or unanimous. Josh Van by finish or unanimous. Joe Pfeiffer by finish or unanimous, and you, Drew saying you. So we're relying on 4 guys to either finish or win a unanimous decision.
I think that's a lock, bro.
I like it too. So
let's go. That's what I was thinking in my head this whole time, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna backspace. I'm gonna do $20.
I like that a lot. I'm gonna play that too tomorrow.
Okay, $25 when you back 90. There it is. Now I'm gonna copy paste this bet. Look at my 13 picker though. $10 brings you back 7,483. If I win that, guys, oh, how awesome!
You better give me a little bit of that.
I will if I win that. Look, here's I took the Panthers. Don't tell Dave.
They're still fighting right now, man.
Still overtime, 4-4. That's crazy. What a good
second
game.
Overtime. I'm watching it right now. It looks like the Panthers are getting more shots off right now.
No kidding.
Yeah, you watch hockey too, MMA Jesus?
I watch all sports, man. I'm a bettor,
Me
bro.
too.
Like I've been getting.
Look what else I got open. Yannick Sinner tomorrow.
That's amazing.
Tomorrow, Yannick, or not tomorrow.
Who's
the day
that?
after tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Boxing?
He's a tennis player. Yannick Sinner. This is
Oh
the
my
French
God.
Open. French Open.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
And what this one I lost by one leg. This is Chicago Cubs Detroit tonight. I lost by this guy only had 6 strikeouts. He needed one more, and I would have won that thing. Anyway, back to this. Here's our parlay for the show. Copy. And it's only 4 legs because it was so chalky this time. You know what I mean? King Diamond is not horrible.
So the game's over then, right?
That's up to opinion. Oz Gaming. King Diamond, not horrible. He's okay. 4-leg parlay comes to 2 plus 255, and we got Josh Van to win by unanimous decision or finish. Same with Joe Pfeiffer, Ju Sang Yu, and Azamat Mirzakhanov. All got to finish via or win unanimous decision. So there's that. There it is. 4-pick plus money. Junkie
Panthers just won.
Did they? Where's my bet?
5-4.
You think Dave is crying?
Probably. He was probably worried about the game.
It's 1-1 now.
He kept watching it. That's what he was watching. He's mad.
He was. That's why he got off.
Dude. Fucking Dave. I'm sorry, man. What a shitty day.
Yeah. Oh, and the under, I took under 9.5. I won that. I just hope it's still open, so we'll see how it plays out. Because I had some other props too, like Matthew Kachuk.
That should hit, Ranj. That should hit.
Yeah, this one that's on the screen.
Yeah,
fantastic. All right, guys, it's after midnight. I got this much beer left, and
I'm gonna grab another one. See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
good luck tomorrow, guys.
Sounds good. I'll see you guys.
We'll be in touch.
Good night.
Good night, guys.